That is absolutely a thing. You know what else is a thing? We're live. There it is. All right, a few seconds early, but that's fine. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Session 5. You know what's impressive? The fact that we made it to Session 5. Everyone always talks about, scheduling conflicts. And believe me, boy, Sirree Babo, scheduling conflicts have been a thing of mine lately. But the good news is I'm joined by four, dare I say, fantastic, from the bottom of the heart, real true salt of the earth role players, besides Patrick. But with that being said, let's start with Patrick. And there it is. Come on, I gotta dig you a little bit every time. Come on. All right.
That's all right.
Anyway.
Quote NFL.
Yeah, I got a quote NFL.
You killed two of my characters. That's okay.
Well, you know what? I'm going for that hat trick tonight. I mean, sometime. Maybe not tonight. I don't know. We'll find out. But Lights, go ahead and take it away. Tell us a bit about yourself and your character, and we'll go from there.
Patrick, I'm playing Osmerding, who is a gnome, which is funny since I'm 6'8" in real life and he's 3'4". He used to be happy-go-lucky till our beloved DM killed my parents in the glassworks. Of course, I did set it up for that. So
allegedly.
Yeah, no, there was no allegedly. They were dead.
Allegedly.
And I had to act that out 2 weeks ago. So if you didn't see it, or
go watch the VOD.
Yeah, go watch
Check out the VOD on YouTube. Darewolf Gaming #.
So, and I'm a little sick tonight, so I'm going to be mute a lot.
Self-plug.
Self-plug. Speaking of self-plugging, Cord, take it away.
Following Hat Trick Patrick, Cord the Destroyer, right? Ha 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 ha. I am playing Red the Caster.
Oh my god.
Just leveled up, so getting a little bit grosser and a little bit more powerful. The Druid loves it.
Hashtag hat trick Patrick. That's fantastic.
Hashtag hat trick Patrick.
I love it. Speaking of hat tricks, Finance Potato, fill us in.
I don't know what I have to do with a hat trick, but I'm Finance Potato. I'm playing Scarde. I'm the voice of reason in this chaotic party. Half the party wants to kill each other, and half the party is depressed. So it's an uphill battle.
I think not liking Red is super reasonable. I don't know about anyone else here. Like
Red doesn't like himself.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wow. Speaking of people that like themselves and their human companions, Weave and Sumi, fill us in.
I'm playing Weave the Druid with her animal companion, the White Panther Sumi, and my actual animal companion Tiger here as my co-host.
And this is Jester. Or Jasper.
I'm Jester.
Or Jasper? No, wait, what do I always call you?
Jesper.
Jesper.
You call me
There it
Jesper.
is. We call you Jesper, which is fantastic. But we're not speaking about Jesper right now. We're speaking about the day after your delve into this strange dungeon with these, like Cthulhian-looking monster things, and there was a goblin that had 3 arms and a sword, and it was on fire, and it was just kind of chaotic, and you almost died several times, but you did manage to survive. And I will say this, the voice of reason was definitely Weave in that entire fight, because everyone else was like, let's press on, and Weave's like, I'm out of spells. I'm dying. And
I'm out of spells. I've healed all you guys like 3 times.
I was doing fabulous. Still have more
journey.
Heals. Doing great.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna reload the map here really quick because for some reason it wasn't switching screens. But super professional streamer over here. There it is. All right, now we're back. Okay, so we open our scene the next day once again back at the Rusty Dragon Inn. I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys over yonder to the good old Rusty Dragon, and a similar scene to the morning, the last morning. So yesterday, there's a similar scene, but this time, instead of Aimeko hanging out by the door, she is actually sitting at the table, waiting for everyone else to come downstairs, and has a large piece of paper, a scroll, almost looks like a map. But there's no actual map drawn on it. There is a very rough drawn sketch of you can make it out. It kind of looks like this dungeon that you headed into, and she's been sketching it out. She's got some notes written in there. It's like the monster was here, this went here, this is over here. We heard whistling from this direction, and it appears she's trying to come up with a plan. And you all approach this table roughly about the same time. You've got Joe the cook in the background arguing with the waitress, Karina, excuse me, and go ahead and take the scene as you hear Mako kind of just like both hands on her face, just doing one of these, like, huh. Well, so that means that there's likely a direction there, and then if we go over here, but where
Mika,
is
did
the
you get
whistle?
any sleep last night?
What? What? Oh, good morning. Yes, I had some. Maybe I don't remember. If you look on the table in front of her, there are no less than a dozen small cups that look like they would have contained coffee, little coffee cups, and a couple of small little shot glasses that don't look like there was liquor in them, but perhaps espresso. And her eyes are a little bit swollen, and there's a little bit of bags under there, and she looks a little frantic in this moment, but also incredibly focused. Yeah, I definitely got some sleep last night. I was quite fine. Yes, sleep is good. I did have it. Yes, I've been going over what I remember of the dungeon, the map, the place underneath the glassworks, and I feel like there's more to it, but I feel that it's not too big. If you look at the dimension, and then she just starts to kind of ramble here about the dimensions and how big it is, and she thinks, it goes, deeper underground, but she's not sure. And yeah, you can tell she's very fatigued right now.
Well, the only way to know for sure how big it is to go back down today.
Right. Yes, we should for sure definitely go down once again. But I feel
I think you should stay.
What?
You are clearly exhausted.
I'm fine. I've had
No, let her come. Let her come. I'm up on the table, by the way.
I've had plenty of sleep and coffee. Coffee, sleep. I'm fine. Completely all in my faculties. 100% in my Oh.
Do I have a sense motive to know that she's lying?
Oh no, she's very tired. You can tell. There's a cat in my screen.
Hi, kitty.
Luna, you're a kitty. Come on. No, she's exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Completely.
Sounds like somebody didn't get their spells back.
More than likely not. She didn't get her spells back. That is a safe assessment that she probably didn't get her spells back.
Amiko, if anything happens, I don't want to be responsible for you. You're exhausted. You should stay here.
Responsible for me? I'm responsible for this. I know. You're probably right. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'll stay here. I'll go get some rest. Just be careful down there. Be careful in the basement. Just be careful.
We won't push ourselves as hard as we did yesterday.
Just one room at a time, and work together. She blinks a few times, stands up, looks down at her rough-drawn map, goes to reach for a half-full cup of coffee, pulls her hand back, does one of these, like, eye rubs her right eye. Good luck. I'll see you when you return. And she does a good job of emphasizing the when you return. And then she heads upstairs, and you hear a door open and close, leaving the three of you inside, Weave and Sumi outside. Weave and Sumi, we're actually going to pivot outdoors for a second as one of the town guards kind of pivots to the corner, looks over.
This guy's going to see me starting a small fire, just as a heads up.
What are you doing over there? Why are you starting a fire? What? He just sounds confused.
It's just a very small amount of thatch. I need it for a small ritual. I'm not going to burn anything down. Do not worry.
Stay out of trouble. And he turns and walks away.
So I have like this little bundle of twigs and like just a bit of grass, like dried grass and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to light that up. I think I have a flint and steel. Yeah, I do.
Sumi is watching you intently.
Yeah. I have this little tiny fire going, and I take one of the stones from Sumi's paws that kind of like gravitate to her paws.
Mm-hmm.
I take it and I toss it into the fire, and the fire like turns a little bluish green for a moment.
Ooh.
and what kind of looks like a stone elemental or a rock elemental, like a ghostly visage of that appears above the fire. And I reach out and grab it, and it goes into like a little bangle around my wrist, kind of soaks into the spring. And then I just I take a little bucket of water out of the well and just kind of dump it on the fire.
Little smoke rises. The guard comes back around. What did I tell you about? Oh, you put out the fire. Carry on.
It was a very short ritual. It's not important.
Carry on. Magic and crazy witch people and the druids.
And do not compare me to witches.
Crazy talking cats and their madness.
I'm gonna hop down, and I want to go out the front. I'm gonna go to the stables.
Oh, all right. Head out to the stables over yonder.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and we'll go up to the stable guy. I don't know his name. You'll have to think about that for a second.
Tom. His name is Tom the stable boy.
Okay. He goes, I got some ears. I got some goblin ears.
Oh, good for you.
There's a bounty.
Yeah, maybe. Who's asking?
Osmerding.
Oh.
The ones whose parents were killed by the goblins.
Wow, you see, brother, put together for having just lost your family and everyone you know and love.
I take out, let's see, is it 24, 26 ears, and just dump them out of the bag.
His
And two of them
mouth
are mutilated.
drops, just completely agape. Oh, so
And I'm just
1, 2, 3,
serious.
4, 5, 6. Oh, lost count. 1, 2, 3,
26.
4, 5. I'm counting. I'll get there to 5. Damn it, let's count again. And eventually, he gets through the 26 of them. And as he gets through the 26, he looks at them. All right. Well, here's your bounty. That is 26 copper.
Oh, I will take it.
Hey,
I will give him a long look. And I'll just walk back, shake the bag out, let the blood.
that's
The
very
good
gross.
news is that's so little money that you don't need to split it with the party.
Ah, yeah.
I got breakfast for everybody.
2.6 silver. Don't spend it all in one place. But we pivot back inside with Red, Scarday, and Osmerding. You've all got a nice hearty breakfast of eggs, a little bit of bacon, some fresh biscuits. A little bit hard, like they were overcooked, so slightly burned, but overall decent. And what are you guys talking about? What are we doing?
She left the map down here, right?
She did.
I'm a little logy.
I'm gonna like study the map a little bit. Does it look like it's accurate in any capacity?
You're thinking 75% accurate. Like based on what you remember of your entrance and what you explored, it's a very rough drawn map. So you see that kind of long hallway as you entered in. There's that small chamber to the right. There was a hallway to the right that led up to a little chamber area, and then there was that big area with the wooden platform up to the top, and then everything else to the right is all blurred, like all undrawn, unfinished because you didn't head that way. So, but she's sketched how big she thinks it is.
It looks like we only have 2 places we haven't been down there.
I'm not in there. Never mind.
I'm gonna grab the coffee that was left on the table and down it.
It's very cold, but go ahead and make a fort save.
But I'm gonna go
Make a fort save for me, please.
because it's cold. Thanks. Making me do a fort save.
Excellent. You are currently under the effects of a haste spell for the next 12 seconds.
Red, you feeling all right?
Woohoo!
Yeah, never better. something in my throat all night long. It's like something was crawling around.
Yeah, you always look like you always look half that after you wake up, so I have to make sure.
Is it a spider?
One of these days I won't wake up.
That's how everyone is.
Is it a spider?
Me much farther along than others, though. I'll be here for forever. I guess
We will live forever.
a couple
Well,
hundred
to the
years.
dismay of Weave.
Hmm?
I said to the dismay of Weave when he said you will live forever.
That's fair.
I'm gonna make sure Weave's out of earshot and look there. You might want to not say the weird stuff around Weave. I feel like she's about to murder you.
Maybe that's the way I go.
From one, I will live forever to I'm gonna die tomorrow. At the hands of Weave.
This world is a strange place.
Despite what Weave says, you're still a valued member of society.
I don't know about society, but he's cool with us.
He's made people happy in town, so he has my.
Can he
respect.
make a bluff check to lie to Red's face like that?
I'm not lying. I truly believe it.
Great with his crossbow, right? I mean,
Yeah, yay. You brought me back from a deep sleep.
From somewhere to the east, deep in the woods, loud enough to where you can all hear it, you all hear a wolf howl. Oh!
Okay.
There you go, Alrath. I howled for you.
That's interesting. Seemed kind of contrived, but oh well.
You look a little hurt still from last
Yeah,
night.
I'm a little hurt still.
No, we leveled up. You should be. We're all.
I don't know if we get full though. Remember I was way down.
Oh wow, how bad
I
were
was
you?
at like 0.
Oh geez. Okay.
Well,
That's what I meant by logy. So I
once
might
we
have to go
finish,
see the cleric.
Yeah, if you wanna kind of somewhat hand wave that you went and saw Father Xantus and got healed up, I'm
Okay.
totally fine with that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Wave of the hand.
Wait,
I will be coming in at this point, done with my little ritual with Sumi.
Sumi's in like a oddly good mood today. I mean, she's usually pretty chill, but she's all like purring loudly, rubbing against your side. There's maybe something going on. You're not exactly sure. I mean, she just seems really happy that you're around. As soon as she sees Red though, she stops purring.
Yeah. Same.
is that saying that Weave was also purring?
He was just having a good time. Having a good time.
Oh, that okay. Well, I guess since we're all done eating food, we should head out, right?
Yeah, man, I'm good to go.
Everybody good? So as you all unpack and begin to head out, from behind you, you hear Joe go, Wait, where are you going? I've got second breakfast.
I look to.
I'm not a halfling. I'm a gnome.
Look at those.
I made salmon for your cat. It's delicious.
Not on your life.
Trust me, spiced with catnip.
Gone. Absolutely gone.
Just gone. All right, fair enough.
All right.
As you all return once more to the dungeon below the glassworks, you all make your way back to that little chamber that had the angry-looking woman with the long pole arm that you had taken. And where and what direction would you like to go? You've got some options.
Do we hear the whistling?
You do not hear any whistling at this point.
Should we go check what the whistling?
It is
Where the whistle?
oddly quiet.
Before we go anywhere, do we want to check where the whistling was first?
Yeah, we can go wherever you want.
We should make sure nothing's still there.
Yeah, I also think we never checked in these like rooms up
You
above.
did. You
But I don't think
found
we opened the
one
door.
scroll in those rooms.
Oh
of
yeah, I
Flaming
even have
Sphere.
that scroll. Okay.
Did we open the door? I
Oh,
don't
that
think we opened the
scroll.
doors.
There's
Who-
a
who
door
has-
here.
Who has that
There's a
scroll?
door here.
I have the scroll.
And this hallway appears to go down and then curve to the right, or curve south.
And that's where we heard the whistling, right?
The whistling appeared to be coming from kind of everywhere. is
great.
what I what it would be.
So
yeah.
it's going to be your call, guys. You want to?
What was that scroll of?
It was flaming sphere. You
Sphere.
witches can't cast it, so I took it.
Flaming sphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do y'all want to do the one that's up here by Cord, the torture room? Continue that, or do you
Yeah,
want
I
to-
guess we can go up there first.
Okay, so I'll head up that way.
Weave. As soon as you get into this room with the large wooden platform, from the right-hand side, so down that hallway where Scarday is, you sense roughly a dozen undead from somewhere just beyond that door.
Oh, and Scardy's got a thing on his token.
Oh, that was
Second condition or something. I call out to the party and I'm like, "There's undead up ahead beyond that door."
All right.
undead. All right.
Checking for traps.
You check for
Oh.
traps. The door is much like the rest of this underground complex. Old, somewhat rotten, disrepaired. Just it's very ancient and appears to only be being held together by some sort of magic or arcane.
I cast
power.
a spell magic.
The door disintegrates. No, but
Yeah, we're all
as you make
screwed.
your way over to that chamber, are you opening the door? Are you giving it a moment?
I'd like to check inside these
Already
these
did
doors here.
last session.
We
I
didn't
don't think-
open them.
We didn't open those.
Oh, well, I assumed that you did because that's where you found the scroll.
Okay, so we did.
Okay.
There's nothing in there. All right. So, Scardy, you want to do the honors?
Just gonna cast guidance on everyone. Just give little taps on everyone's shoulder and give like little flower buds.
I'll kick the door open.
Boom. Down the hallway, you see a chamber. The far wall is curved. Almost looks like it could be a small chapel of some kind. But as you look to this chamber, the ceiling of this strangely cold chamber arches to a vaulted height of 20 feet. The floor contains 11 wooden lids strewn haphazardly over 12 5-foot-wide pits in the ground. From the darkness within, these pits echo up strange shuffling sounds and every so often a low moan. From down in these pits, that is where you are hearing the moaning sounds, and that is from where you are detecting or feeling the presence of undead.
I'll look through the cracks of the wood to see what's down there.
You can smell it before you can see it. There are undead. There appears to be some zombies down. in
Bunch of
those-
zombozos.
A bunch of zombozos down in those chambers.
I'm gonna go this way.
Is there any like dust on top of these planks?
A little bit. Yeah, they've been there for quite some time.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna leave them alone for now.
Okay.
They're probably not getting out anytime soon.
These pits are a good 15 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything down there with the zombies?
Not that you can see. No.
Okay.
As you travel down this hallway, Scarday, you see that to the right-hand side of the map, there is a spiral staircase that, as you look inside, you can see that it goes up for a ways, and eventually you hit a stone ceiling, almost as though something was built over top the staircase.
And this is going east, right?
Yes. Hmm.
So this would be under the town.
That is correct. Hmm.
Okay then. I'll take a mental note of that.
Does the masonry look new?
The
Is that, like,
masonry at the
new
top of
built?
the stairs looks new.
Yeah.
Everything else
Okay.
looks as that ancient, slightly decrepit, but kept together by some kind of magic or aura in the area. Hmm.
So the town built over this knowing it was here.
Possibly.
Sounds pretty old. Those ruins have been there forever.
Yeah. Not saying it was a bad decision. I'm just saying
Hmm.
that's what happened.
Looking in these pits, these squares here.
Mhm.
How like deep are the
15
the
feet.
creatures?
15 feet down.
Ooh, so we can't even reach them at all then. Can I investigate them as everybody goes on to see?
Yeah.
Is there any way that they're going to be able to get out of there? Is any ropes or anything?
No,
Or
nothing.
ladders?
Mm-mm.
So they're stuck down there.
I make a ladder. No.
No, I'm just thinking these things might suddenly creep up on behind us if we just keep walking through here. Now that they are they aware we're passing through?
You're not sure. All you're hearing is muffled shuffling and the occasional. That's all you're hearing.
It's
Spooky.
very reasonable that I have no idea, but are there like a lot of buildings in Sandpoint that are made with stone foundations, or is there only like a handful
A
and we could narrow it
handful that are
down
made.
really easily?
The town barracks, so the guardhouse where Titso is being held. And if you actually think about where you guys are, you're pretty sure that you're likely right underneath where the barracks would be.
Put him in the one place that he might be able to break out of. Okay.
I mean, the ceiling where this like stone flooring, it seems pretty thick.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
Under the barracks though.
Well, let me take a look here. See if I see anything.
I will definitely tell the party that I think we're under the barracks.
Stairwell goes straight up, hits the stone ceiling, almost as though, you know, maybe it wasn't originally built over this over this stairwell, but that it's maybe like sunk a little bit. The foundation shifted.
No switches.
No switches, no holes, no secret doors or passageways. Nothing.
Looks pretty solid.
Gonna re-up guidance on anyone who's made a skill check and lost their little flower. Just keep
How long
it
was that
going.
last? Yeah.
Well, it only lasts a minute,
yeah.
so it's gone anyways.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna
Now-
keep re-upping it. That's the point.
The strange room to the south there, this actually has a wooden floor with wooden paneled walls. The strange room is a 15-foot diameter sphere. Several objects float in the room, spinning lazily in space. A ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, a dead raven surrounded by a halo of floating and writhing maggots, and a twisted ironed wand with a forked tip. Yet perhaps the most unnerving aspect of the room is its walls, for they are plated in sheets of strange red wood that ripple every once in a while with silent black electricity that seems to coalesce into strange runes or even words, far too often for the effect to be by chance.
Everything's floating. Trying to look
a
That was a
fat
27.
spellcraft.
That was a fat spellcraft check. So with that spellcraft check, you are still not sure of the effect taking place in this room. However, you do recognize that scroll, which is unfurled, you see that it is a scroll of burning hands, and the wand appears to be a wand of shocking grasp.
I'm gonna look back to everybody and then look back in the room. I'm gonna grab those.
Are you
Well,
going into the
I'm
room?
gonna like poke my hand through.
is the floor? How far down is the floor?
That is just you walk in. It's the same level as the passageway
Okay,
that you're in. Yep,
so it's
just
not, but everything's floating in there.
everything's floating in the room in the center.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna stick my hand in, see if anything happens.
So as you stick your hand into the room, you watch as strange writing, as though like there are tattoos being written on your hand, scrolls up your arm, ending right where your arm passes the threshold.
Can I investigate the writing?
Absolutely.
Linguistics? Or is it a language I would know?
Oh, do you speak Thessalonian?
I do.
Ooh, then you'd recognize it. It's gibberish. Complete gibberish, but it's written in Thessalonian. It says things like, you know, the witch's paw claws in midnight, and the bunny rabbit's feet dance to the sound of the kitten's purrs. Just
So,
complete
coded
gibberish and
messages?
madness. Possibly. Yeah.
It's a Pixie song.
I'm gonna walk in and go to grab the scroll and the wand.
You walk in and go to grab the skull in the wrong. Give me a will save.
Oh, will save, you say?
you begin floating in the room.
Wee.
Floating.
Do I grab?
You grab the
Things?
things, yep. And you get the feeling as though you are being watched. You don't know from where, but you know that unnerving feeling you get when you're out at night or it's late. You just feel like something's watching you, like even though you know there's nothing there, you have that feeling very intensely right now.
I don't like this. I'm gonna reach for like a part of the wall and use it as a leverage to move myself out.
As you push yourself towards the doorway, give us a reflex save.
Stop making me roll saves.
You fly towards one of the walls, bumping your head. It hurts slightly. You take 1 non-lethal damage, and then you're able to grab the door frame and pull yourself back into the hallway.
Howie.
From somewhere,
Guys.
back in the direction that you came from, you hear...
Oh god, it's that thing again.
Yep, you hear the
Do you guys care if I
creepy whistling.
do you guys care if I keep the shotgun grasp wand?
You can't use it.
Yeah, I can.
We can't, is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
no one
oh.
else in the party can use it, so go for it, man.
Wand, what caster level is it?
It is
Wands
caster
use your
level
caster
3. Caster level 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that work? You have to have the spell on your spell list to be able to use it.
Without, I think there's like some check you can do to.
Use magic
Yeah.
device check.
Use
20.
magic device.
CR 20. Yep.
It's a melee touch spell, and so it'd work better on me anyways.
Yeah, I can't use that.
You guys want to go investigate the whistling now? Oh, Red. I'll hand you the Burning Hands scroll.
Burning Hands. That one,
That's on your spell list.
I'll have to double check. First level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is. Look at that.
What
It's
caster
not.
level is it?
it's level 1.
No, I mean, what caster
Oh,
level is the scroll?
The scroll. Yes.
It does a D4
Wolf.
of damage.
What caster level is the scroll wolf?
Caster level 3.
Also, how many charges are on that wand?
23.
23? So, that wand's actually worth a little bit.
Does anyone have a crowbar?
If I did, it'd be about this big.
Yeah.
Pocket crowbar.
A crow pick. A crow pick. There it is.
You said there was a book floating in that room?
Oh, I probably should. I would have grabbed that too. I forgot about the book.
It is a book of what appears to be poetry, but it is just very similar to the writing that appeared on your arm and then on your face and then disappeared as you exited the room. Just complete and utter gibberish. Bad poetry is the best way to describe it.
All in
Or-
Thessalonian?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brother Quink's gonna like have a field day with this book.
I can try to decipher it. Maybe there's some kind of cryptic code to it.
Yeah, that's something we can do later. I think deciphering coded messages will take a lot longer than we have time down here.
Is there, so you said the walls are made out of this arcane wood. Is there any identifying this wood specifically? If
Sure.
maybe it's a special
Knowledge,
tree.
knowledge nature.
I have that one.
As a
'cause I'm
druid?
druid.
What? Impossibly.
Knowledge
Miss Luna,
nature.
you are a kitty. This is Luna. You're
Wow.
a kitty.
Good bad roll. That's a 14 though with guidance.
Okay, here's what you
Actually,
know.
no, guidance
Here's
is
what
already
you
up.
know. It came from a tree.
Great. Love it. Yeah, I'll just let it go.
Okay. It's
Alright,
a
I
tree,
wrote
though.
down-
Just in case you were wondering, the wood came from a tree. Probably a tree that
Scroll of
got chopped
Burning
down.
Hands, 3rd level.
Yep.
You know, probably run through a mill, was treated.
Agree.
You know, brought in here, nailed to the walls. It was good. Yeah. But you hear again more whistling from
When I
down the hall.
Since I was in the back, when I come over here, I'd like to investigate this room again.
Absolutely.
See if that whistling sound is coming from inside this room. Let's see. Investigate, I guess. Is that would be the right one?
Just perception.
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 Perception. Perception.
I guess we should all make one just so we
Yeah,
can
let's have
figure it out.
everyone make perception checks.
Everyone gets their guidance with this as well, so everyone gets a +1 to whatever.
Everyone, actually, nope, they got a 21, 25. Weave. You hear from somewhere down the hallway to the left, you hear a very squeaky, tiny voice. And it sounds like it's casting a spell.
Boom.
Oh.
Someone's casting a spell up ahead.
Oh,
Spellcraft to try and identify the spell.
Absolutely.
11 with guidance.
I
well, you
mean,
just rolled the
you're
check.
not sure, unfortunately, but the good news is that it doesn't take you too long to realize what spell was likely being cast. Because appearing before you
Fireball.
are-
Big, huge fireball.
Oh shit. The air in the room starts to waver and twist, and for a moment you smell brimstone, that kind of sulfurish smell. And ripping through reality, and you recognize this as likely a summon monster spell, you see 3 creatures that resemble a thin, lanky wolf with reddish-brown fur, white claws, and burning, fiery red eyes. And let's give a Knowledge the Plains check, anyone that has it.
Hellhounds.
These are hellhounds. 1, 2, and 3 appear inside the chamber. And from somewhere down the hallway to the left there, you hear a very high-pitched little laugh. And good news, you all have a +5 from Gray Matter. So next roll you get a +5. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have everyone roll some initiative as we jump.
Wait, we
into
all get a
fight.
+5?
Nope, just one of you, just one. Get to pick who it is. Get to pick who it is.
okay.
Get to pick who it is. Yep.
I'll take it on my initiative. No, not doing it.
Oh, now I can use that shock and grasp on.
Voice of Days. Sue me.
You got this. All right, let's get some badass battle music going. Let's get after it. All right.
I forgot to. I don't know. I think I probably would have cast Mage Armor when we came down here, but.
Oh,
didn't
I
say
would.
anything.
I would assume that you had. That seems very logical. You know, being safe. I'm not going to punish you for not just saying it out loud. That's totally
How
fine.
was the
Plus,
light
it lasts-
situation?
It lasts for hours.
It is
too.
dim light unless you've lit something. You
I've
know,
got
it
low
would be
light
dim
vision.
I would have a
Mark
lantern.
that off. So Mage Armor lasts for what, 1 hour?
I will
per
absolutely
level?
cast light on whatever anyone wanted light cast on. So
Is that what it is?
Yeah, mage armor
1
is
hour
an
per
hour
level.
per level.
Okay. Yeah, so it's getting better and better.
Right. What did she get? She got a 14. So we're gonna put them all at 14. Just so I don't forget to use them.
is this an action or is this a free thing?
Is what?
We'll find out.
I gotta check. Standard action.
All right,
Okay.
everybody in the initiative? Perfect. Okay, so she did cast a spell. She's not going to get her surprise round. However, the spell is going to go off, so there's those 3 hellhounds there, which is unfortunate. But we're just going to jump right into initiative. No surprise round. Boom, first up is Weave.
I'm going to take my bangle that I made this morning. I'm gonna spin it, and that same like ghostly rock elemental spirit, I'm gonna hold it in my hand and kind of like press it into Sumi's back. And Sumi, like the rocks on her paws kind of grow up her, and she's got like this rock armor around her front and
Okay.
chest. Sumi now has base DR of 1 adamantine.
I love
And
it.
then with this spirit that I just put in her, it goes up another 5. So she's up to 6 DR right now.
Ooh, damn, girl. Get crazy. Get crazy. I love it. That is fantastic.
Still
Sumi,
movement. I'm just gonna stay there.
Unstoppable Sumi. I love it. All right. And anything else, Weave? Nothing? Good. All right.
I just have
On
movement and I'm
to
not going to
the
miss it.
next. So from down the hallway, once again, you hear this, little tiny, very high pitched, almost chipmunk like laughing. And zipping down to the end of the hallway, you see this tiny little demonoid looking creature. And go ahead and make a knowledge the planes checks on this creature. This is a female quasit, a tiny little female quasit, and it looks very angry, very mad, and it looks over at Scarday and begins to chant. And red, it's strange red, but you recognize what it's doing. You know how you try to put things to sleep all the time? It's doing the exact same thing. Scarday, give us a will save.
No.
That's a 10 with guidance.
The good news is you fall asleep. Or maybe that's the bad
Okay.
news. But yeah,
Red, wake me up.
you fall directly to the ground and you are sleeping, unfortunately. And as that happens, the hellhounds move in. This one goes to bite you. I believe that is a hit because you are sleeping.
It hits me, even if I'm not sleeping.
Yep. And that will be a decent amount of damage. 1d8 plus 1 plus 1d6. 1d8
Ow.
plus 1.
Well, if they
That's
were
illegal.
summoned this turn, could they move?
So they came last turn.
Okay, just a second.
So during the surprise round. Great question. So that is 11 damage to you. 6 of
Ouchie.
that, which is fire. This one here rushes forward, goes to attack red. 7 misses wide. This one here moves up, also goes to attack red. I'm going to go ahead and use that +5 that was given to me from chat. That is a 20. Red, you take 7 points of damage. 1 of that, which is fire. And the tiny little demon, the little quasit, begins to just cackle uncontrollably. You never should have come here. Never should have come. You never should have come here. And next up is us.
Oh, I wake up when I take that.
Oh,
damage.
absolutely, you wake up.
I completely forgot about that part. I should know this. I use slumber a lot.
Rosemary's gonna hold.
Okay.
Okay.
Next up is going to be red.
Run away, Red, run away. You're muted still. You're muted, Cord.
Oh, all right. There we go. All right. Kind of stuck here. Does it look like we can walk on those squares, or?
The wood looks rickety. The wood looks
yeah.
rickety. Yeah.
If you,
Alright.
Red, if you delay your turn to after Sumi, I will have Sumi eat all of their attacks of opportunity, so you can get out of there safely.
Either that, or I'm just gonna. I was gonna 5-foot step backward, and then somebody can.
If that's what
guys
you
can
wanna do.
move. You can move through my squares, right? It's just difficult terrain,
Yep.
I think. What I am going to do is Red is there. He gets what did you say? Bit? What was it?
Yep.
Bit or
get
clawed
Bit by one of the dogs.
by one of these dogs, and he shakes off the dog off his arm and says, "You wretched beast." And Scardy, he looks over and he kind of smiles, and Scardy sees this spider walk across his face. From like his collar up to his forehead, and it kind of goes into his hat. And suddenly, Red starts choking and coughing really bad, and he kind of like leans over, almost kind of like convulsing a little bit. And I cast the spell Vomit Swarm,
Ooh. Okay.
and a mass of spiders just start flowing out of my mouth.
That is horrific, but also amazing.
That's a red thing to do.
Where would you like them to go?
On the one that's right in front of me.
Done.
I'm not. I think that's. I'm not sure how big that is.
It's a 10 by 10 swarms, or is a 10 by 10.
Spider swarm. It says. Well, it says diminutive vermin swarm.
So it's a 10 by 10 square, and then it's just the diminutive is the size, and that determines how much damage they take from like melee weapons and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, a bunch of spiders just like flow out of your mouth horrifically.
And
Help will get on Skarday's face, but they all join their friends. It's disgusting.
and start getting all over that hellhound that's right in front of me.
Mhm.
And then I take a 5-foot step backward.
Now,
as
was
I
that
try
a
to stumble
spell?
back. It is yes, it is a spell.
Okay, I need you to roll me a concentration check to not provoke attacks of opportunity.
For a 5-foot step.
No,
cast
for
a
this
spell.
casting a spell.
Oh,
In melee, you cast a spell. Yeah.
DC 15 plus double the spell level.
Ooh. And what is that, to hold the spell or to keep it?
cast
That is
it.
to cast it without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Well, if you fail, you just don't cast it all and you lose the spell.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Yep.
I have no idea. So what do I roll for that?
Cast a level
Go
check.
to your spell page and just click
Ooh,
on the
I'm gonna fa-
concentration.
I'm gonna fail this concentration
Oh, yeah,
check.
concentration.
It should be 3 plus your what'd you get?
You're
Ooh,
fine.
There we go.
Oh, you're good, man. Swarm goes off, you 5-foot step back, and that swarm actually gets to roll its damage, which should be either a d6 or 2d6.
I have that one open, so that is a so it automatically does damage. It's a
D6 plus distraction.
poison, D6 plus poison and distraction. So the DC is DC 11.
Okay.
Once per round for up to 2 rounds. 1d2 strength damage.
Nice. All right, so it's gonna make its fort save 24 for that, and then a fort save for the distraction 21. Hellhounds are good, but he does take how much damage? Did you roll that damage cord?
D6.
Nice, 2 damage. And the hound growls and snarls at you. Next up is the kitty cat herself, Sumi.
I'm just gonna have Sumi run through everyone.
Okay.
Having Sumi run here, and then up to them,
Excellent.
and provoking attacks of opportunity from literally everyone.
I love it. All right, first attack 17,
I need to actually remember what
22,
your AC is.
and
Nope.
15. All right, so 22
Yes
gets
and no.
through,
22 hits. Yep.
and that is 10 damage. 3 of which
Reduced to
is
4.
3 of which is just fire. So, yep, reduced to 4. Very good. And Sumi,
Sumi still gets her
has
attack.
her turn. Yeah.
Yep. I've also instructed Sumi to get a good sneef on the closet. Just a good sneef.
A sneef.
Good sneef.
25
Nice.
is a hit.
All
The
right.
closet, as she claws into the closet, you notice that the closet doesn't appear to take much, if any, damage at all from her claw.
Oh. I'm gonna do my turn.
Does it not affect? Does it not get the bleed effect if it completely?
Correct. So she like swipes it. It like crashes against the wall. You hear this tiny little tick, and then she goes.
The fight of 2 damage reduction creatures. Here we go.
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm
Next up is
I'm gonna go now.
the good old Osmerde.
All right, I'm gonna step up right here. Take a shot at this one right there. So just at least get something off. Yeah,
That is
17.
at the one right in front of you.
This one right there.
That one right there. So you are firing into melee. Unfortunately, the shot does go. Well, you were. They didn't know you were present, so it would be flat-footed. Now, even with the flat-footed, unfortunately,
Plus you got the bin.
it
that's
hits the hellhound. You watch the arrow just kind of ricochets off and then flies to the back wall, and there's a crack as it strikes the wall. Unfortunately.
Okay.
All right,
Time. Even you, I didn't go.
you're up.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
I'll stand up. Do they have combat reflexes?
Let's double check. Let's see here. They've got improved initiative and run. No, they don't have combat reflexes.
Okay, time to murder.
I like it.
There's a reason Sumi ran through all the doggies.
I'll target the one right here.
Snarling at you.
Well,
Swing and a miss, but not a confirmed crit miss, which is good. So you swing with your flaming sword. The sword goes right off its backside, just kind of ricochets off. You hear this tink, The dog goes. It's horrible.
I'll
You know-
5 foot step and I'll be done.
Excellent. And next up is, I believe.
Should be at the beginning.
Yeah, we should be at the top of the round.
Did I have double people in there? Did I forget to delete the old initiatives? I think I did. So that's Scarday. All right, we're back at the top of the round with Weed.
Well, now no one's in the.
Yeah,
I think you deleted the wrong ones.
Well,
I don't think we're in. Yeah, I don't think we were in there twice.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Ren,
it's all good. I screwed up real bad. But you know what? We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry about it. We're fixing it right now. Super professional game master.
Poor
over here,
Red.
guys.
Poor Red.
I think I deleted Odds Merdang.
And me.
8.
Ren,
All right, but I believe we are back to the top of the round with Weave. So go ahead.
Yeah. Who do I? This is a touch spell, isn't it? Yeah. I don't have anything too good for not being next to the melee attackers, so I'm just gonna do my sling.
I love it. Hey, it's a tried and true. It's tried and true, and it works. It's tried and true.
Sling. Okay. Did I confirm the crit? I don't think I confirmed
Does
it.
not confirm, which is
Okay.
fantastic. You do not confirm.
Woo!
Well played, my friend. Well played, my friend. Very, very good. So unfortunately, the bullet ricochets off the back of Skarday's armor. Skarday, you hear
Sorry.
this tink off the back of your armor. Doesn't do anything. Slight ringing in your ears. It's probably not tinnitus, but we'll be fine. So next up is the tiny little Quasit, who 5 foot flies back, looks at the kitty, and in that high-pitched Quasit voice, go to sleep, go to sleep. And Sumi, make a will save.
It's worst save. Will save.
Actually, might do it. Let me double check
Please,
here.
please do
a.
Someone redeem a +5
Hold
right
on.
now.
Hold on. Hold on.
Somebody did. I don't think anybody used it.
Sumi yawns. He staggers for a moment.
Like, does that like stretching?
Does that stretching thing and then hisses at the creature. But she is still up. Very nice. The Quasit looks upset. Not happy about that. So she lets out a command word. Hellhound steps over. Hellhound moves over. And all 3 Hellhounds. So Scardy, you are going to get an attack of opportunity on one of them. So go ahead and take that.
I'll take the one that was right here.
I like it.
Should they fall in the pits with the zombies?
You know what? There is a 50% chance. Thank you for asking. I'm going to go with low. Okay, that one's good. That one falls in. That one does not. So the one in the middle disappears into a... Oh, no, wait. There wasn't a hole there. So it was just the... Actually, neither of them fall into the pit. So good for them. Unfortunate. All right, Scardy, your attack was a 12. Unfortunately, the swing and a miss. This Hellhound here, all 3 are going to make attack rolls on the kitty cat.
Yes.
Here we go. Second one, 24.
Hit.
Third one, 17 is a miss. All right, so Sumi gets some bitey bites on her for an additional 11 points of damage, 3 of which is fire.
Reduced to 5.
And next up is Red.
I'm gonna use my action to tell the spiders to move over the 2 dogs that are on the left.
I love it. Do it up.
He yells out, "They're going that way!" And I guess I'll step out right here, and then the swarm will go directly left 3 squares.
Love it.
And that is my turn, because that's my standard action to move them.
Whoop. And go ahead and roll that d6 damage.
You want me to roll twice for each of them, or
just
just
roll
once
one.
for
Just roll one.
both of them? D6, 3.
Ooh, fails on the poison check. Succeeds. So the one on the right in the middle of this swarm appears to be poisoned, which is good for you guys.
A really bad strength poison, wasn't it?
It's like a D2 damage.
Yeah, D2, so you lose one or 2 strength.
It's really good against hellhounds.
Anything else you're going to do, Red?
That's all I got.
The other two needs to make 2 saves.
Oh yes, for distraction as well.
Yep.
What does distraction do?
Ooh, one of them
Nauseate them.
fails. So one of them is nauseated. Yikes.
The same one that's having its strength lowered.
Having a rough time. Let's hear Scarday. You're up next.
Me.
No.
Okay.
No. Asmeriting is up next. Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna step up. Gonna elbow my way through Scarday area right there. I'm gonna shoot at the one that's nauseated, since that
yeah,
seems to be the distracted one. And
Making that dog noise.
26 to
Ooh,
hit.
that is a 26 for a solid 10
points.
points of damage. The dog yips. Doesn't seem happy about it, and kind of wavers in reality for a moment. And you see all these spiders crawling over it. It's trying to bite them off. It's just, it's disgustingly horrible.
Oh shit.
Let's have
That's
rough
a lot. That spells a lot better than I knew. I didn't know what distracted was. So
yeah.
nauseated says are unable to attack, cast spells, or
You
concentrate
skipped
on
me again.
spells.
No, I didn't. I just went to round 3, but it's Scarday's turn. Calm down.
Yeah.
I knew you were there.
Okay.
The cat's a bit bulky, but it's not immortal.
So this dog you said was almost dead based on the description.
The one in
you
the
gave.
middle is almost dead. The one in the middle is almost dead.
All right. I'm up to here and flanky panky this dog.
I like it.
20 for 19 damage, or 17 because I
Ooh,
probably has
that
fires.
will play, and that is 17 damage to it, and it yips, but it's still standing. It's still going.
Wow, I'm actually surprised.
It looks angry. Anything else, Scarday?
That'll be it for me.
Right, Weave, you're up next. Wait, did I do
Sumi's
Sumi?
not in the turn order,
Yep.
so I'm assuming
When was Sumi? What was
I
her
don't
initiative?
remember.
I don't either. I don't either.
I think it was.
She was
Sumi
up
I think it was
was
10.
All right.
Yeah, Sumi was
Yeah.
10.
So now it's
Sumi
Sumi's-
get to go.
Sumi's turn. It's fucked up so bad. I'm sorry, buddy.
Uh,
I'm having a rough time. I haven't GM'd anything this week, so we're
Sumi's gonna
fly.
5-foot step and
Yeah.
full round rip and tear into this closet.
Come at me!
13's a miss, 24's a hit, 20's a hit. The 20
Yes.
does do some damage.
And that's 6 bleed.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That is, let's see, we get into her character, and then she's got herself some 6 bleed.
That last paw just like rakes across the closet, and you start seeing it like leaking blood, and just Sumi gives the smirkiest smirk that a cat can give, you know, like who's a kitty now? You know?
Meow.
The creature is not happy at all, but is still flying. And Weave, you were up next.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I will cast Cure Light Wounds on
I
Scarday.
love it.
On the swarm.
I will use my place magic. I will tap my quarterstaff into the ground and up my caster level
Beautiful.
for more healing.
More healings. It's good.
Nice.
Okay.
Right.
I am max HP.
The Quasit, on her turn, is going to step back. And it's going to begin casting a spell. Spellcraft checks from anyone that has it.
I
give it
has
to-
it.
Can we all see that? I guess maybe.
Well, we hear it.
Not very good.
The Quasit, red? No?
Hold on.
But
Hold
that's
on.
me.
Spellcraft 26. 26, Scarday? Guess what?
14.
Just cast invincibility and disappeared. Also, you
Right.
watched as it bled out a little bit, and then its wounds all healed up.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Wait,
Quasits have fast healing. Yikes.
does fast healing stop bleeding?
Yep.
I guess it does. yeah.
Instantly, basically. I actually don't.
Ugh.
I don't think they actually take bleed damage with their fast healing.
It happens at the beginning of the round, so I would say that she'd take it, and then her wounds would heal up.
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
I'm gonna give that to you guys, because that would otherwise be very unfortunate.
Sumi has scent and can track invisible creatures
Oh, yeah.
somewhat, just
Oh,
as
yeah.
a heads up.
Now, here's the bad news. This creature over here pivots to here, opens its maw, and you watch as flames begin to whip up in front of it, and it lances out with a rather large cone of fire.
These dogs are sure smart avoiding these holes in the ground.
Weave and Scarday both need to make reflex saves, please.
Ha!
Hard dice. And let's see here.
You hitting me with the reflex saves and you hitting Sumi with the will saves.
Oh, I got
This
you.
is backwards.
All right, Scarde, you're taking half. Weave, you're taking full. That is 9 damage.
Gonna take
good.
4.
This one here kind of moves out of the swarm, coughs a bunch. This one here moves to here and opens its maw as well, letting out a gout of fire. Both of you make reflex saves again.
Does it provoke when it does that or no?
It does not.
You're kidding me.
That was bad.
Hey,
You both
If
take
it rolls
only
max
4.
damage, I die.
Only
Okay.
4 damage. Only 4 damage, which is good. So you're not bad. Not bad. This one
Not
is
bad.
coughing.
I'm reduced to 8 HP in 2 seconds.
21. So it's no longer wounded. It does take 1d2 strength damage. Go ahead and roll that. 2 strength damage. Very nice. It does get over its thickened, or nauseated, and poison condition. But next up is Red.
I will look at this one that's there and say that wasn't very nice. And he just puts out his hand that kind of shakes and attempts slumber on that one.
Oh,
So,
nice. Oh, nice.
DC 16
It fails. It's asleep.
will save.
It is so asleep.
Falls over. So it says if I don't control the swarm, it continues in the direction that it was moving on its turn. So it will continue going 1 square to the left to continue attacking
I love it.
whatever creature is there.
After it. Get after it.
That's the end of my turn. So I assume it goes right after my turn. So it will start covering that hellhound on the left right there.
Boom.
And I'll roll the d6 for damage on that. 4.
It is
And,
not
some
poisoned.
saves.
And it is not distracted.
No, yep. The save is 11
Sumi.
for both of those.
Kitty cat power.
Sumi's gonna try and track down the invisible closet with scent.
Go ahead.
Do I
Perception.
have to make a
Perception check.
Where is that's Weave's page. I need to go to Sumi's page.
Meow.
a true character.
Sumi's perception. You gonna roll for me? Roll 20? You gonna do that? I'm gonna hit it again. Okay, well take the first
22.
one.
Sumi is positive that the closet is 10 feet in front of her, at least in that square.
So Sumi's gonna do the 5-foot step and rip and tear into it.
Love it.
The Monge.
Munch it.
The monster munch.
It was a kitty. She was a
Hey.
monster kitty. All right, we gotta roll 2d100s. You want high or low, Jester?
I'll take high on both. Hey,
Both hit.
hey.
She finds purchase on both of those, and that is
Nice.
6 and 2. So one of those damages does get through onto the
The
closet.
one bleed.
You hear the closet kind of shriek and curse in Thessalonian, actually, at this kitty cat in front of her. And next up is Osmerding.
What does she say?
She calls the cat a decrepit furball that she will take pleasure in skinning.
I'm just gonna be like, go.
Oh,
Yeah,
All right, I'm going
World
to
star.
take a shot at this one.
I
right
love
there.
that name.
One that's in the swarm.
Oh, roll to confirm.
We've rolled so many nat ones.
Does not confirm. Does not
Oh, how
confirm.
many-
Just a normal attack now.
That swarm only exists for 3 rounds. Is this
So it's going to disappear at the beginning of your next turn is when it disappears.
Okay.
Scarde, you're up next.
Well, I'm going to drop my sword for a minute and pull out the switch sight
Okay, go on.
and smack the doggo.
Love it.
I'll also. Let me check what this is. What action this is? As a move action, I'm going to spend mental focus to gain the furious focus feat for a minute.
Ooh, go on.
So add a +1 to the attack roll on this attack. So 19.
That'll play. That dog blinks out of existence. Next
Oh,
up
5 foot step.
is Weave.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna back off. I don't really have anything I can do too much. I'm not gonna bother waking up. I'll fire my sling at the dog in the swarm, and then I'll just back off because I do not want to get hit by another fire blast and die.
You're fine.
Wing.
On the Quasit's turn, each of the remaining hellhounds disappear back to whatever hell they were summoned from. And you hear the Quasit curse once again, and then she moves away somewhere. You're not sure. You can just ever so faintly hear the buzzing noise of her wings.
Buzzing.
Sneak, sneak.
Is she like a firefly or like a hummingbird?
Yeah, kind of like a hummingbird, but it's very quiet.
A buzz. All right.
Anyone bring a bag of flour?
So since she's bleeding, do we get to see the trail of blood that trails behind her as she's moving?
You see a few drops of blood, and then it stops.
Yeah, I was actually really hoping. I was really hoping that the bleeding would be a great way to tell, because I know Quasits can go invisible, and so I was really hoping the blood would be a great way to tell, but I totally just didn't even think about fast healing.
Okay, all good. A few moments go by, and you realize that the Quasit is likely not to return. The spider swarm disappears.
The spiders start dissipating. They start moving off in different directions, and some crawl on Scarde's legs a little bit. But as they like get up to about his knees, they start like turning ethereal and disappearing.
Can I have Sumi go for one paw swipe, and if it's a crit, I knock it out of the air and kill it?
Absolutely.
One paw swipe. Ah.
You know what? In my heart, I wanted it to happen. In my heart.
No, you didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
did. No, I actually did. I did. I wanted it to happen in my heart. You know what? You know what? Roll it again. She gets
For
full
one
attack.
more
Full
possible.
attack roll. Full attack roll.
Full rip and tear.
Yes!
It's
Yes!
even confirmed.
Yes! Okay. So here's what happens. That's fucking fantastic. All right. So you hear the creature start to buzz away. Sumi sniffs the air. You see, like, you know, like cats that get on their hind legs and kind of do that thing when you're playing with like a little, like, you know, toy on like a little string. She does one of those and then leaps into the air, and you hear this, and you hear a crunch. And then you see Sumi doing this like almost dog-like thing, and appearing in her mouth is a tiny little Quasit with her teeth crunched through its midsection. The Quasit's like flailing here, trying to get free, and then Sumi just paws it down.
Just
You know, like,
walking back all proud with it in its mouth.
you know, like cats play with their food. You see her like roll on her side and like toss it in the air and like do that like claw thing with her back legs where she like rakes it. It's very aggressive. The Quasit's very dead. I'm so glad we rolled again. That was great. So worth it. So worth it. So you have
That's it down at my feet like a rat, you know?
You have
like, here's a
defeated
present.
The Quasit. That was so freaking wonderful. Well played.
She's our favorite demon slayer.
And on her, you guys find a couple of interesting items.
Yeah.
+1 cold iron returning dagger, tiara worth 50 gold, black silk gown worth 25, and obsidian unholy symbol of Lamashtu worth 10 gold.
I assume the returning dagger is tiny size.
You know what? Because it's cool though, it will resize to the user.
Don't most magic weapons do that?
No.
Or isn't that a rule?
That was a good
Magic
roll.
armor does that.
Yeah. We're gonna say the weapon does, because that's a cool ass weapon. I want somebody to have it.
Yeah.
Probably us meriting.
Yeah, these everything. Yeah, as a RA rules as written, only wondrous items do, but Wolf is awesome.
Does anyone want to are any of these sellables? Does anyone want to keep any of these particularly, or can we just liquidate them? Talking
Yeah.
to the party.
Unless the tiara has any like significant.
It's
Like
just a
noble
nice
bearing.
tiara. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's just a nice little tiara.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
just
fine.
a minute. All right.
Kitty cat might want it.
We're gonna like bling out the cat.
That's
Pretty
she's
cute.
already got a little vest. That's 21 gold to everyone then. So
The unholy symbol.
Mhm.
I think I could think is maybe we can use that as a tool or disguise to get into
Do you want to keep
somewhere or
that then?
something.
Because I'll take that out of the calculation if you want to keep that.
Sure.
Okay. Then in that case,
I mean,
Uh,
so do we understand that? So I'm not trained in religion at all. It's like the one thing. I'm an
we've
arcane
seen
caster,
the
so-
symbol in this dungeon before. We actually we know what it is, so we've seen it.
Lamash
it was on
2,
a
Mother of
statue.
Monsters. There was the reference in Tutso's journal, etc. Like you've picked up on some Lamashtian BS
Maybe-
going on.
Maybe we can
Eight-
deceive some bad guy or something like that.
18 gold to everyone then, since we're keeping the symbol.
So, couple of things. After you investigate the rest of the dungeon, you realize that it is now clear. There's no one else remaining inside the dungeon. Couple of locations of note that I want to point out to you all. In the center of the dungeon, right here, there is a well of some sort. Looks to be like a washing pool, excuse me. The water ripples quietly in the circular stone pool, the rim of which is lined in skulls. This appears to be some sort of like, maybe it was like a ritual chamber where you would like wash yourselves ritually, head off. And then there is a stairwell here, spiral staircase over to the right there at this location, right here, that leads down. Goes down for about 50 feet and then ends in a collapsed in passageway, and you can't get past it. But as you get down there is a feeling of intense just uncomfortableness. It is as though you know when you've done something wrong when you were younger and you like made your parents angry, you knew you did something bad. That's the feeling you have. It is something is wrong below there. You're not sure what it is, but something is wrong about that passageway.
My spirit sense I can't see anything down
No.
there.
Nothing.
Okay.
Let's put a what's the saying? Like, put a tack in that for now or whatever.
Put a nail in that one, and we'll come back to. We're gonna table it. Table
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, table that one. And
Before I
then
let the sheriff know.
down to this area, in these two spots. This area here is a small little shrine that is dedicated to, survey says, you guessed it, Lamashtu.
You wouldn't say.
The tunnel widens here to what appears to have once been a small shrine. For the northeast steps lead up to a platform of gray stone. Sitting atop the platform is an ancient altar, a little more than a jagged block of black marble with a shallow cavity on top of it. The basin is filled with what appears to be filthy water.
So it's safe to say that this
knowledge I don't have knowledge religion, do I?
I have knowledge religion, I think.
Go for
Knowledge religion, the water.
Go for it. These are Waters of Lamashtu. Waters of Lamashtu.
What's that do?
Real nasty, unholy water. Yeah, I mean, you can drink it.
Well,
Probably fine.
No. If you said nasty,
Don't drink it.
It will give you a curse, and it will slowly mutate you. Lamashtu is all about mutation and changing and like making you different and weird and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that goblin.
Like that goblin.
I don't want that. I don't want that. No.
And then to the south, there is a additional chamber. This huge room looks like nothing more than an immense underground cathedral. Stone doors stand to either side the main entrance, but beyond this, the walls are carved with strange spiky runes. In the center of the room, a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on stone spikes, arranged in a circle around the deeper midsection. To the far end of the room, a pair of stone stairways lead up to a pulpit on which sits a second pool. This one triangular and filled with churning, bubbling water that looks almost like translucent lava. Yet, while wisps of what look like heat steam and rise from the strange orange liquid, the room itself is deathly cold.
On the pool.
Which one? The orange one up at the top.
Yeah.
All right. The pool in the center of the room is what is called a minor rune well. Minor rune well.
What is that?
You know what? You've heard of them, but you're not sure what they are.
Is it Runelord nonsense?
It might be.
This is that's the one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the orange one.
No.
Oh.
The one at the orange one appears just to be a strange, like magically enchanted pool of water. It's likely just there for effects or looks.
Dramatic lighting.
Dramatic lighting and effects, yes.
Are these doors over here on the side, or what
Yes,
is
they
this
are.
on
They
the
are
side?
doors. They are doors. Yep, stone doors to either side.
Can I open this one slowly?
Absolutely. There is a grinding sound as the door slowly grinds open, revealing a small side chamber with old, ancient, rotten knickknacks and items like incense and maybe like little like urns that would be used for rituals and things like that.
Some new beer tonics.
Anything? Yeah,
I will
anything
take
useful?
those incense.
Evil incense.
I'm taking the incense. I'm excited about the incense.
Nothing useful though, other than that.
No. In the center
Somebody-
of this pool of water, there, like right in the middle of the skulls, there is a bubbling noise and what sounds like strange churning.
I'm gonna step back.
Well, I want to check that door back there.
And as the strange churning intensifies, there is a kind of a sucking sound that comes from the center.
I'm going
And
to leave the room.
forming
Yes.
in the center of this well is a creature you've seen before, but this one appears maybe empowered or a little bit bigger than the ones you've seen in the past. And it rises up, and as it does so, all of the water of the pool is like absorbed into it, and it starts to become bloated and strange and a little bit enlarged. And this all takes place over the course of just a few moments. And then it echoes with a low, gurgling roar. And those that speaks Thessalonian would hear this. Greed. It just says greed in this low, gravelly voice. And
I took the incense.
my friends, go ahead and roll initiative as we drop into an additional combat.
All right,
Oh,
well,
my God.
since I'm apparently putting the party at risk for taking incense 6, how many did I get at least?
Roll me a d10.
4.
4 of them. And let's roll back. Do a little bit of combat.
Ooh.
Right, that's gonna plus 6.
I always get somewhere around a 10, 11, 12, 9.
Balanced. As all things should be.
All right. Well, this is about to be wild. All right. First up in the initiative, as is tradition, is Weave.
I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Cat's Grace on Sumi.
Read.
And then I'm going to leave. I have 8 HP.
Ooh, I could have healed. Yeah, I could have healed anybody on the way over here, but everybody's got one healing off of me.
And the Sin Spawn, stepping out of the pool, looks around the chamber. 5 foots to here and goes for the closest person, which happens to be Scarde. And it is going to claw and attempt to bite you.
No.
First claw, second claw,
No.
bite.
Well, he rolled an at 1, so doesn't he have to roll to confirm?
Oh, he does. So that would have been a confirmed crit miss. We're gonna go ahead and grab the critical miss deck. Bang.
Dies.
Maybe. We'll find out. Let's see what
I
happens.
don't know if die is.
Natural. You have a reach greater than 5 feet. It's reduced to 5 feet for 3 rounds. So unfortunately, it can only
Nothing
attack people
happens.
right next to it because it has a 10-foot reach because it's a large-sized
Oh.
creature. So that's actually good for you guys. And it's gonna make it so its second claw did hit you, and now it's gonna make its bite attack, which is a 12 and a miss. So it gets 1 claw into you, which is probably not gonna be too bad. But I do need you to make a will save, please.
A whale save.
You are not Raffleson, but you do take 16 damage. Screed! It roars at you again and again. Scarde, you're up next, buddy.
Ooh.
In the back of your minds, you hear Imeko saying, "When you come back, when you come back."
Okay.
Hard yikes.
I will give my armor a little bit of a magical sheen and then attack.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That
I can hit you too.
Is a solid blow for 20 damage. You carve into it, really cutting up its left leg and into its stomach, and it starts to kind of bleed out. You see a bit of its insides begin to fall out, but it just continues to moan this low voice. Greed.
Into it. I hate it.
Greed. Red, you're up next.
All right. I'm kind of pushed up against this wall. This thing is large. I'll look at it. Not today. And put my hand up again like he normally does, and just kind of squint at it. And I'm going to hex. First time, Evil Eye
Ooh.
against this for.
Is that a mind affecting effect?
It might be.
Let's find out.
Ooh, yeah, we fought these before. That's
And
right.
you would remember. That's why I'm gonna give you your turn back if you want to go ahead and do that.
I
That is
don't
a
know if
mind
this-
affecting effect. So you would
It
know
is.
that these things are immune to mind affecting effects. So you may not cast that spell. Or that ability. Just be that hex.
You already checked it. I was
Yep,
going
I
to
did
find
check it. It is a mind affecting ability.
Man, these penalties. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go all out.
Go all in. Go all in.
You can burning
all
hands.
in, all in. I'm gonna cast my other spell. You hear Red talking to himself or someone. He says, "No, that's not gonna work. We have to go bigger." And he starts like pulling. He drops his crossbow to the ground, and he starts like pulling what looks like a rope or sorts from his inside his coat, and he starts pulling this thing out. But it looks black, and it looks kind of see-through, and it looks kind of like a lasso. And he starts pulling it out, and then he starts like kind of like old cowboy style, kind of spinning it in the air, and he throws this black ethereal-looking lasso towards it. I need to do a ranged
Touch attack.
touch attack
Okay.
against him.
Go for it. Go
This
for it.
is the spell Limp Flash.
Ooh.
If you roll the spell, it'll probably roll the attack for you.
Love it.
If I click spell on attacks.
Like there's a little dice next to the spell, like in your spell list, and it should.
Is there? Let's see.
Get after it. Get after it.
Yep.
We can do it. We can do it.
Yep, I do see that. All right, let's see how this goes. What is that?
Did it not actually roll?
So that just rolls the spell, but it doesn't actually
I
roll an
clicked the
attack
die.
roll.
So that's what happened when I clicked the die.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
put a macro in there. So just go ahead and roll on your attacks page.
Sometimes it does it by
At the
itself.
top, there'll be a ranged attack.
Ranged. All right,
You hit.
there we go. And that's a ranged touch attack.
Mhm.
All right. So he does that, and he throws this thing, and this black kind of see-through lasso gets pulled around its neck, and he kind of grabs it with both hands and kind of pulls it. I remember kind of like when they're like pulling the like dinosaurs like down in Jurassic Park kind of style, and he just has it
dinosaurs,
holding onto it.
Okay.
If you strike the target, it takes a D6 penalty to its strength, dexterity, and constitution each round.
Damn, that's amazing. Go ahead and roll it.
All right, so D6. So, -2 to its strength, dex, and constitution.
That
Leaving
is
everything except for his head paralyzed until you let go of the whip or it's destroyed.
Except that doesn't happen until one of those reaches 1, I think.
Yeah. It's a cool spell.
It's actually really cool.
I've never seen this spell before.
Next up is Sumi.
Rip and tear.
Do it up, Sumi.
So once any of those attributes reaches 1, then it becomes paralyzed.
Hit. You know what's funny about that? Sumi mauls it to death. Just and the creature's like grabbing on. And as it's grabbing onto its neck and Sumi dives into it, tearing it to the ground, that weird 3-pronged maw opens up. And Weave, as you just barely look around the corner of the hallway down at it, its eyes glow this like golden, sickly golden color, and it looks directly at you. And in your mind, you hear a voice that you're not familiar with, and it simply says, "Greed."
Not even really greed. I didn't think anyone wanted them.
And the creature is defeated.
What
that's
was
it.
that? What was that?
The pool in the center, the water kind of starts to slowly fill back up about halfway and then recedes back down. And there is this whooshing noise, and the skulls all fall off the center of the pool into the empty basin. A couple of them crack, and that was weird.
Does
What's
it
up
radiate
here?
magic still?
It does not.
What's up here?
Dramatic lighting.
Just a dramatic lighting altar.
Cool.
You know, evil cultists.
That's for you, Elrath. There's another howl.
Oh. Hello.
I am ready to get out of here. I don't know about you guys.
Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
Everyone
What?
gains
I'm not sure.
750 experience points, by the way.
Scarday over here, like half dead. Yeah, anticlimactic.
I'm holding this like limp, like shadowy, like rope in my hands. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Scarda, here, hold out your hands. It'll feel good.
I'm good. Well, how much XP did you say we got?
750.
You sure? You look like shit.
You should talk, sir.
Oh, I feel great.
One more time on the XP. I'm sorry.
750.
We're at
750. Okay.
We're at 5,026. Or give or take a couple XP because we'll like said make it complicated.
Plus or minus a couple XP for those that have done better than everyone else, and they know it.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh.
Wow.
Does that go again? I can never
love
find
you
anything
guys.
on these character sheets. So there we go.
That's on your core page.
Yeah,
We're gonna pivot you guys back
kind of hidden.
to Sandpoint. You exit the cave. You exit the dungeon. It has only been maybe an hour or two since you went inside. You investigated the rest, didn't find anything else of great interest. Just that strange pool, the strange creature that kept saying greed towards Weave. And do you return post haste to the Rusty Dragon? Do you go anywhere else? Do you head back to the cathedral? Where would you be heading off to?
I would be heading back to the Rusty Dragon.
Excellent.
You can. How much does healing at the cathedral cost? I guess I should. I'm gonna.
He's
go
been
heal at the
healing you
cathedral.
for free, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Father
will,
Xantus loves you guys.
I will just go and take the free healing. Just
As
in
you
case.
get to the cathedral, you see a familiar face. You see that the Sheriff Hemlock has returned to Sandpoint. And as you approach with Weave and Sumi and Weave, there it is. Doesn't
Either
matter,
order
right?
works.
Either order
because...
works. Yeah. You see that the sheriff calls out to you, and there's a couple of guards with him, but they appear to be a little bit better armored, a little bit better clad. Roughly 24 of them are milling about in the area, that kind of town square where the Swallowtail Festival took place several days ago, almost a week and a half at this point ago. And as he sees you approach, he raises his hand. Weave! Welcome! Hello! I've returned with several guards from Magnamar. The governor there, Baron? Duke? Governor, that's what it was. Governor. He's agreed to send some of his men to help defend the town. Also, I believe you've met with a local ranger, yes?
Is he talking about
Shillelagh.
Amiko?
No.
Or
The ranger
no.
would be Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, okay.
Yep.
We didn't do too much with Shillelagh. We talked to
Can't
her
say
like
that I know
twice.
her.
She's returned as well with information of where the goblins have
Yeah.
congregated.
Where did she go?
When did he leave exactly? So I know what he's missed.
He left about 5 days ago.
There's been a lot of drinking of mead
Was he-
and ales.
This was the day before the glassworks burnt down, I think, right? That he left. So he doesn't even know about
Doesn't know about the glassworks yet. Doesn't know about anything.
Well, it didn't
Looks like
burn
he's
down, it
Just
got-
returned.
whatever. Okay. All right. Am I the only one here? This is gonna be
You
a
were the
lot.
only one there because everyone else went back to.
Okay. Here we go. Welcome back, Sheriff. You've missed quite a lot. Shillelagh returning the least interesting thing, I believe, that's happened since you've been gone.
Fill me in.
There was a massive assault on the glassworks. Many, if not all, of the workers there died. It was led by the cult of Lamashtu and Amiko's brother, who apparently is now in prison, luckily, but had teamed up with the cult of Lamashtu and the goblins, and it's quite confusing. There's apparently some underground tunnels that were beneath the glassworks that they used to infiltrate. Although we went down there and cleared them out, but we never found another entrance. So it's kind of interesting as to.
The entrance went over to Junk Beach because there was a hallway that split into a T. The left side went down to the dungeon. The right side went out to Junk Beach, and that's likely where they entered in.
Okay. There's an entrance on Junk Beach, and we should probably get it boarded off or guarded in some way so they can't reuse it ever to get into the town. The grave robbing was not apparently used for necromancy, so that's good news, if there is to be good news. It was just used in some sort of cult ritual to turn a woman into a succubus. So
I'm sorry, what?
not good news per se, but it's not, at least it's not necromancy. And we know that it's not inside the city. It was happening further away. For now, though, it seems we have shored up our internal conflicts, and we just need to worry about external conflicts. So that's the best I have for you.
Thank you for your report. I will see that the cave is sealed, and once you've yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to process. I understand.
I just need a moment. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
I see to your healing. I must return to the Sandpoint garrison. I will make sure that the cave is secured and sealed. I recommend you go and speak with Shillelagh. She mentioned to me she was looking for you all at the Rusty Dragon.
The rest of the party's there. I just came here for a bit of healing.
Oh, healing? I can do that. Spider free. And Xanthus walks up.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah, he walks over, just like warm, glowing light. Stand still. Oh, nice kitty. Gives a little pat on the head, rubs her ears, heals her. You're back to full.
All right. Killer.
You shouldn't stand so close to claws and fire.
Trust me, I didn't even think that they could breathe fire before they did.
I always assume things are breathing fire. You never know when someone might be a dragon in disguise.
Honestly, that's a pretty good attitude to have. I
That's
can't even
why
knock it.
I've reached the ripe old age of 43. And with that, we return now to the Rusty Dragon, where everyone else has arrived, and sitting inside the Rusty Dragon is your good old friend, Shalelu. Let me go ahead.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Drag her onto the screen. She is sitting at one of the tables. She is very suspiciously looking at a plate of food that Joe has just placed in front of her, but looks a little uncomfortable with it.
As I'm walking past, if you want, I can try and make you something else.
I would prefer that. I've had bad experiences with Joe's cooking.
He's just not skilled. It's
I don't know.
a problem, frankly.
I mean, I feel like
Hi, Shalelu.
she
Hi,
should be able to-
Shalelu.
Hello,
Hi,
Osberding.
Shalelu.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You don't want to eat that? Okay, I'll eat it.
Oh,
You're-
I wouldn't do. Oh dear, those eggs shouldn't be purple. All right. Anyway, so, once everyone has returned, I have news of the goblins and where they are congregating. Is your strange friend going to be joining us? She points over at Red.
Red looks back behind him, like around, see if she's pointing somebody behind him.
Nope, just Red.
Red, you're as much of a part of this as
What are
we
you
at
doing
this
in my
point.
kitchen? This is my kitchen. Get out of here. I'm the cook here, head chef.
And I'm your sous chef, anyways. And I just start cooking anyway. Like I do not pay him any mind. I do not respect this man.
But my that's fair. All right. I mean, it's fair enough.
Shillelagh, before you give the briefing, I'm gonna go get Amiko. She'd like to know what's going on.
Ameko's only been asleep for 2 hours. Do you really want to wake her? Fine if you do.
Fair enough.
It's up to you. I'm just asking. You could wake her up.
No.
She's probably still going to be zonked out. You go to her door. Let's say you go to her door and you just hear...
That is not normal.
She might have sleep apnea. You're not sure.
All right, I'm gonna pull a pen out and just like write down the conversation.
Excellent. So... Imeko fills you in. Not Imeko, Shalelu. Imeko's the one that's still sleeping. So Shalelu fills you in that she has discovered all of the goblin tribes, these 6 or so goblin tribes that she mentioned, have all kind of coalesced into one large horde, and they are currently stationed at Thistletop. Now, Thistletop is a ancient or old fort that is kind of on this pillar in the just off the coast. This pillar kind of like almost looks like a little island, and the goblins have fortified and secured that. Now, based on her reconnaissance, she believes that they are defending something. What it is, they're not sure, but she is worried because she did hear some goblins, she was doing some scouting, that they are planning for a massive assault. She's talking hundreds of goblins are going to be assaulting. So sooner rather than later, she recommends that you guys head in and kill their chieftain. The chieftain is a very nasty goblin that rides atop a gecko by the name of Rip Nugget. Now, how he got the name Rip Nugget, I'll let your imagination wander for a little bit, but it's not great.
Did he lose his nuggets?
I had a dog named Nugget once.
I won't describe it to you. It's not worth it.
I will
Hey, Shalelu,
return.
Remember my
Yeah.
mom and dad?
I don't get it.
The goblins killed my mom and dad.
Shalelu's face sinks. She looks over to Osmerding, actually sliding up next to him. Loss is an inevitable part of life. But this is a loss that you shouldn't have suffered for many years. You have my
So,
condolences. And she
I'm
goes to
I'm
give
gonna-
him a hug.
going to kill him.
The
Gonna
goblins?
kill who?
Yes, I'm going to kill the goblins.
All of them?
Yes, I already got 26 ears. That's 13 goblins.
Her eyes go wide. 26. That is,
Well, I didn't kill all of them, but I got their ears.
well, it's still very impressive.
Look at, I got this new dagger, and I'm gonna throw it over against the wall right here,
Thunk, 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 thunk. Sticks right in the wall.
and then it comes right back to my hand.
Wave of your hand. That is
Cool.
quite the tool you have there.
Yeah, and then I got my dad's. I show her the green stone.
Very nice. She nods. She leans over to Sumi and Weave. If you guys want to be back, you can be back at this point.
I
of
will.
course.
I wanna have prepared like sautéed mushrooms and like a baked potato,
Oh, wait, you're
the
already
best I
back, never mind.
can with
Yeah.
a 16.
It's actually really good.
and return.
It's much better than Joe's cooking. And she
Set
looks.
that plate down in front
There
of her.
is a look of gratitude, and like she mouths "thank you" and then starts eating. Like it's very good. And she leans over
Hindered soul.
to Weave and whispers to you, "Is he doing all right?" And she motions towards Osmerding, just quiet enough to where you can hear it, but Osmerding likely can't.
I think as long as Scarday is around, Oz will be okay.
Well, that's good. I don't mean to be presumptuous, as she's like eating, kind of half mouthful, but I have a plan for how you might be able to approach Thistletop and not have to deal with a literal horde of goblins. I have had run-ins with some of their scouting parties, and I believe if I engage them at a distance, I can likely pull a larger force of the goblins away from Thistletop, giving you four a chance to infiltrate, kill their leader, and then disperse the goblins. Goblins are tenacious, but without a leader, they quickly devolve into infighting and internal conflict. If we can kill Rip Nugget and whoever else might be commanding them, the goblin horde, this army, will likely dissipate and destroy itself.
You said Rip Nugget was a bugbear.
Rip
Oh.
Nugget is a goblin.
Hobgoblin?
No, there is
Just
another.
a normal goblin.
There is a bugbear that she likely believes is there. The bugbear is not named Rip Nugget. The bugbear is Bethasmus. Bethasmus the bugbear. He is a ranger bugbear that she's had a couple run-ins with, but never been able to kill.
Does he also have a leadership role, or is he just a strong fighter?
A little bit of option A and a little bit of option B. He is a strong fighter, but as for leadership, he tends to be more of a captain or a mid-guard, as it were.
Are you going to be okay drawing an entire goblin force away?
She laughs. It won't be the first time I've engaged them. And she, she looks down at the bow that's leaning against the table, and then at the quiver that's, just to the side of the chair. I'll keep them at a distance.
When did you leave town? It was...
Like a week ago.
Have you been caught up on what's happened here?
She nods her head.
Okay.
Unfortunate happenings, but all the more reason that we must get rid of these creatures. She then looks over to Red, actually. You seem awfully quiet.
I was sleeping with my eyes open. I'm sorry. Goblins, right. Kill them all. I look over at Osmerding, right?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna kill them all. We'll let the mice choose sort them out.
That is a noble decision. I'm going to get some rest, but I believe we should head out as quickly as possible. Giving the goblins too much more time to coalesce and congregate will only make this job harder.
Thistletop.
After a night's sleep, I'll be ready to go, personally.
Not.
Get ready.
Well,
Night's sleep.
We need a little getting ready montage.
we're getting ready montage.
Um,
And as we pivot over to the getting ready montage, we see Osmerding practicing with his daggers. We see Red sleeping with his eyes open. We see Scarday maybe practicing with his weapons. We see Sumi chasing around a dragonfly in the backyard, like leaping towards it. We see Weave maybe, I don't know, talking to the ley lines. It's pretty great. And then we see Joe the cook staring through the window to the backyard at Weave and Sumi there, just glaring, just like narrowed-eyed Flanders look from like just through the window, just like We see Aimeko sleeping upstairs, like one leg off the bed, pillow like half over her face, just... and then we see yeah, that's what we see. We see all of them. And then we see, who else would we see? Shalelu. We see Shalelu like practicing at an archery range. And yeah, it's good. And with all of that, I'd say this is a great time to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. So those that are watching, stick around. Me and the rest of these delightful individuals will be back here for part 2 of session 5 in just a few moments. But in the meantime, be well, be safe, and we'll be back here shortly.
to make it in 1 week.
Basically,
week?
you can't fail.
That in a week. So yeah, that's why it's always
Crafting
crazy.
is generally good for like downtime, mostly, and you'll have some
Okay.
downtime in this campaign where like you'll have like, hey, you guys have a month to just kick back. What do you want to do? But in the meantime, we return. Hello, everyone. We're back with part 2 of session 5 of Rise of the Runelords. You know what? I just want to take a moment as your game master and just say thank you, the 5 of you. 4 of you? There's only 4 of you. There's 5, including myself. So I'm thanking myself too for just sticking around. It's been great. But when we last left off, our intrepid adventurers, you had met with Shalelu and had devised somewhat a plan of attack on good old Thistletop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you over to the Sandpoint Hinterlands map, which is a kind of just an overview of the surrounding area of Sandpoint. And if you grab the little tape measure, it's actually to scale, which is fantastic. So Thistletop is about 4.5 miles away from where you guys are. And what is interesting about Thistletop is that it's completely surrounded by a thick, like field of nettles. I'm talking, you know, cord. You're gonna know what this is. Cord, like the concertina wire in Hunt. It's like that times 100. It's like
Brambles.
Brambles. There it is. Huge, horrible brambles. Finance Potato, thank you so much for the sub, for the Prime sub. Do appreciate that, my friend. But with that being said, what do you guys want to do? Head out, engage the plan. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, we did the montage.
We did do the
we're
montage.
supposed to leave now.
We did do the montage.
Are we walking? We're
Sabotage.
walking. We're walking.
We have horses.
I'm 3'4".
You can ride on a horse with me.
Pony.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Right. No, he did buy us horses, right? Eldrin Foxglove.
He lent you some of his horses. He didn't buy you horses.
Oh. Is he still in town?
Nah, he left a couple days ago.
Oh.
Or maybe a week ago. You don't know. You haven't seen him. He disappeared. He's probably fine.
Can I ask the guard if they have any horses they can spare?
Absolutely. They have 4 ponies.
Damn.
Ponies.
That's gonna take a while.
I'm just gonna walk.
It's only like 5 miles away. It's not that far. You can make it. It'll be fine.
What is the overland speed of a horse? Or of a pony?
So it's going to take you about 2, maybe 3 hours to get there if you just head straight away. Because a lot of it's over the road. So you can make most of the way, about 2/3 of the journey through the road. And then if you do that, you can just head straight up through the woods. And it really won't take you that long to get there.
Follow the river. Follow the river.
Yeah, let's say would that make it easier if we followed the river?
Well, it's not a river. This is a road here. So that
No,
black
Thistle
part-
River.
Sorry.
Yeah, this right here, the river.
Oh, yeah. And you could take Thistle River up there. That would actually get you a little bit closer. Yeah. So you can follow the road, Lost Coast Road, and then boom, right up into there. That'd be perfect. Make your way into it without a problem. So as you guys make your way, the weather today is actually quite nice. It's sunny, a couple clouds, not too hot, not very humid. There's a nice breeze coming off of the ocean to the west, and it's kind of filling the air with this salty both smell and taste as it blows in. You see some seagulls just lazily hanging in the air. But as you're making your way down this road, about 3 miles into your journey, up in front of you, down the road, you see a overturned cart and what appears to be several bodies lying on the roadside.
Not to take away from this moment, as we're going along here, can I just do like a survival to see if I can find any poisonous plants
Absolutely.
and get those picked?
100%.
Just gonna keep an eye out for those as I've been going along here.
Oh, and before we left, I bought
3, dude. 11 to survival.
Nothing of any
right.
greatness,
fine.
unfortunately.
I will keep my eye out on the way back.
By the way, before we left town, I bought 4 things of suit syrup.
Perfect. Done.
1 for each of us.
Done.
Wait, what am I getting now?
A sooth syrup. You can drink it, and then for an hour, you have a +5 bonus against nauseated and sickened effects.
That is
Actually,
damn
okay.
good.
I'll take it, but I do have a spell that counters that now.
Me.
Because it's happened so many times to Sumi that I have dedicated one of my prepared spells
poor
to
cat.
countering nausea.
That poor cat keeps getting the poor
Alright,
cat.
I'll get off the pony and start moving towards the
Pony.
wagon.
I am absolutely not riding a pony, and I've been walking next to these ponies.
The pony that was assigned to you has been trailing behind you, looking sad. Like it keeps nuzzling you with its nose, and it's like it really wants to be your friend, but it's just not. It's not quite working, unfortunately. It's like Winnie.
Ride it, god damn it.
It just wants to be ridden. It's so sad. But with that being said, you guys continue along the road. You get close to this overturned cart, and it is a horrible scene. It appears to have been maybe a merchant and his family. All of them have been brutally slaughtered, cut, carved, fingers missing. Some of them have been chewed on, gnawed on, almost as though they've been eaten. There are, wife, children, all of the gear has been looted. There's clothing, supplies strewn across the ground, and I won't even make you make survival checks. You can tell 100% this was a goblin raid.
Okay.
What are all these
Yeah.
women and children doing out in the middle of nowhere?
Probably a
Merchants
caravan.
With women and children?
There's a lot of caravans that go through.
Yes, it's called trade.
Yeah, there's
Feeding children?
Yeah, they bring
Yeah.
their families with them. Have
There's
you ever
like
heard of the Parisians?
yeah.
They bring their
What are
They
they?
families with
appear
them.
Shawanti?
to have been Shawanti. That is
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
then the
word.
Shawantis, they bring their people with them too.
Mm-hmm.
They're nomadic people that live in this area.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should have made a check for that, but
It's all good. But as you continue along the road, you eventually come to the woods. Shalelu heads off, moving away from the group to create the distraction. She asks that you give her 2 hours. And during this 2 hours, do y'all want to do anything while you're waiting?
Mm,
I'm going to dig graves for the people that died.
That's nice of you.
I'm going to carve
Carve what?
wood.
Oh, okay.
Whittle? Can you do some whittling?
Yep.
I like it.
I'll do another check around for some more poisonous plants.
Excellent. You do a little of checking around, and you find...
Survival.
Pick one poisonous plant of your choice, and you find 2 doses of it.
Black Lotus.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
No,
No, why not? I'm fine with it.
it doesn't grow in this area.
You don't know that.
I do. Oh, sorry. Let me roll.
It's a variant plant. Yeah, you're not sure. You don't know. It might. Could be. It's good. You find it. Definite Black
Okay.
Lotus. It's great.
Neato.
Wow,
You
you know.
have 2 kill people.
Yeah.
Tickets.
It's pretty great. But you eventually come to where the nettles become incredibly thick, incredibly dense. And as you are searching around, I'm going to have the group make perception checks.
I have one of those.
Once again, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Keen Maps for providing me with these beautiful maps. I'm just going to zoom out real quick, show everybody. He actually creates these. You can go visit him on his Patreon. That is www.patreon.com//Keen, CEAN maps. Again, super thank you for
That is
providing these
nice.
to me.
Ooh, it is pretty.
Very, very well done. Like, he does a great job on these. And he's actually recreating the entire Rise of the Runelords series over on his Patreon right now. Shameless plug. Done. Back to the story. All right.
It's not
carry on.
shameless.
It's actually very grateful for him. He reached out to me. I was like, hell yeah, man. Thanks for giving me these maps. But as you make these perception checks, you find that, again, there's this wall, this thick wall of brambles. And you can see tiny little critters have gotten caught in them. You know, if you get too close, it nicks you a little bit. And you begin to wonder, how the hell are these goblins moving in and out of these nettles without killing themselves.
Except for me.
And then, Osmerding, you are looking around. And Red, you notice this too at the same time. But Osmerding, you find a small little, like, cave or little tunnel that's been carved into the nettles. And in the entrance, there is a wooden, like, board. It's 2 pieces of wood that have been nailed together like a V, set in front of it with 2 sticks nailed to it. It is the worst hidden door you've ever seen. If you weren't looking, you would have noticed it. But the goblins put this door here to block off their secret entrance, and you've discovered the secret entrance.
Okay, so yeah, we're just go inside. Follow me, guys.
Now, the briars and thistles that grow so rampantly in the nettlewood are even more dense and tangled here, close to the shore, though not quite dense enough to block the sound of the waves crashing on the unseen shores to the west. The undergrowth is certainly thick enough to block sight and access to the coast. Few trees grow this close to the edge of the sea, but the briars themselves often reach heights to rival them. Here and there, the patch is nearly 20 feet high. Now, as you're looking around again, you find this little tunnel. It is a 4-foot-high tunnel that winds through the dense briars and nettles. The floor is hard-packed earth, with patches of wiry plants growing stubbornly here and there. Now, as you make your way into this little tunnel area, which is just to the front
Quick
of you
question.
here. Quick answer.
Can I use the flaming longsword to cut my way through the brambles?
Absolutely, you could do that.
I'm gonna look the weave and be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry."
You begin hacking away at the brambles. There is a slash.
I didn't want to walk through
A
those.
slick, a slash, a slick,
care.
slash. And from deeper inside the nettles, somewhat quieter than the crashing waves, you hear,
Someone's coming! Get them! Get ready for them! Goblins! Goblins! Go! Defense! Defense!
and
Good
there
question.
are likely some goblins deeper inside here waiting for you. Quick answer. Go ahead, Red.
You said that Weave was able to find some poisonous plants.
Mhm.
Does that still need to be those 2 doses? Does that still need to be like turned into a poison, or is that already
Yeah.
usable?
No, it needs to be turned into a poison. It's just an ingredient.
So crafting, okay.
So, how many?
Honestly, I might not take the black lotuses just because.
Yeah, I know the extract is like one of the most expensive poisons you can make out there. It's like
And so it would
4,500
take a
gold.
long time to make it, but but
How much
Oh.
progress, like per round, would you say I make with the sword?
You are able to cut a good 10-foot swath. Like, you cut, the fire burns away some, you cut, the fire burns away some. So you see where the green, that's where it's like even too thick for you to cut through, but you're able to carve this path inside and towards these nettles and
So, like,
whatnot.
Every round, like a 10x10.
You got it.
Okay.
But as you begin to cut your way through this area, you start to hear movement from up ahead. And
I'm
you
just
start
going
to
to-
hear chittering and chattering.
jeez.
And because you didn't try to be quiet, you hear a somewhat familiar song begin to rise up.
Goblins chew! Goblins bite! Goblins! Bad guys! Milkshakes! Get them!
And as you guys make your way in, roughly about 15 feet into the nettles, you hear a swarm of goblins rushing towards you.
Oh
and
boy.
if you zoom out a little bit for the folks at home, that is
Yeah.
what you guys see rushing towards you from up above. And we're going to go
Oh, wow.
ahead and have the party roll some wonderful, wonderful initiative.
That's
Would I
just
be able
no
to cast a
good.
spell, seeing that they're all running at us?
Yeah, you got a chance. You can have a surprise round.
Sweet.
I'd
Not
like
very
to cast
surprising.
mage armor then on myself
I think
then.
that is a
Like the
phenomenal
normal.
idea.
I'm gonna cast a spell that's kind of like that, but it's not. It's called Shield.
I forgot to mention it, but I once again did that same little ritual in the morning and got my spirit back.
Nice. Unacceptable. Actually, you didn't say it. You don't actually get it.
Actually,
It's part of my morning ritual. Like,
Actually.
it's like not saying I prepared my spells.
So technically, you didn't mention that you prepared your spells in the morning, so you have
Oh.
no spells.
What
Also,
did I-
you didn't say that you made an action to keep your cat around, so she wandered off into the woods.
hey Wolf, something we completely forgot to do before we left.
Hey, me.
What did Miko have to say about the rest of the place we discovered?
So
She was asleep.
She was still asleep, and ironically enough, in the morning, she was still sleeping. She was
Oh,
very
okay.
tired.
She went into
Very
that
tired.
coma kind of thing.
She went into that, like, I've been awake for, like, I don't know, 72 hours, and I'm not feeling great. So, that's a
Whoa,
thing.
that I was gonna say that goblin's huge.
Right. And let's do this. And then we've also got this other guy. Yeah, I was very excited when you said I start slashing, and I'm like, yes, slash.
Is that a kitty?
Trying to kill us.
Hey, Weave, it's the goblin version of you.
You're not
What?
wrong.
I hate that. I hate that image.
So now instead of the cat being the small one, it's the druid being the small one and the cat being the big one.
To me,
Just
is
wanna
going
remind
to
you,
get
Wolfie,
bigger.
What's
I
that?
rolled a 22 on stealth,
Hmm.
right as Homeboy was making too much noise.
I like it. Let me go and get these guys over here.
I ain't crawling. Gogmer? Yo, it's Gogmer. I love goblin names.
They are pretty amazing, actually.
We got Rip Nugget and
How
Gogmer.
big is this map? Oh, fantastic.
Okay, get this guy here. This guy who's gonna go ahead like this. I've almost got everybody in. Appreciate your patience for the folks at home. It's gonna be a massive, massive battle that's gonna take us some time. And this is only a part of their force. Alright, so first up in the initiative is, survey says, you guys
Like
all
20
get your,
goblins.
like 20 million goblins. It's gonna be fantabulous. Alright, so this goblin is over yonder. This one's gonna moves over to here, sees them, screams,
Longshanks! Longshanks!
starts screaming. This goblin here also moves up, gets to about here, draws a bow. He's gonna take a pot shot at Scarday.
No, since the
Oh!
For all these briars and stuff?
that misses
Oh, it goes wide. Tinks off of it. Tinks off of it.
shield man,
This one
save me.
here is going to move over to there, double moving. This one here is going to move around the corner. It's gonna be like,
Longshank, me kill you, me shoot you in face!
that is a possible crit. It's not a confirmed crit.
Y'all need to
You
chill
take
with
a
your little...
whopping 5 points of damage. The zero strikes you in the kneecap. It hurts. Next up is this goblin. It's going to round the corner here. It's going to stop. This goblin here is going to make a bolt down to here. Also take a pot shot at Scarday. 22. Holy crap, these
Hits
goblins
me.
are on fire. That is 7 points of damage. So that one takes you in the gut. Weave, you're up next. You hear goblins, you hear the firing of arrows, the thunk, 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 twing, twing, thunk. And here we are.
I kind of like drag my hand backwards through Sumi's fur, kind of making it ruffle up. And as I do, all the fur kind of hardens and turns to wood as I cast Bark Skin on Sumi. And just give her an AC bonus. I have a
Love
boost
it.
for that. And then I'm just
Let's
gonna
get weird.
move back just a little bit.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. This goblin here is going to rush down the hall. Little cave. Gets to about right there. This goblin over here also is going to rush around the corner. Get to about right there. This goblin here is going to do the same thing. Rushes down to here. This goblin here is going to rush around the corner. Get to right there. They are just swarming towards you. They're using swarm tactics. They are angry and hungry And you do notice that these goblins appear slightly emaciated. Slightly emaciated. This kitty cat's gonna do...
I'd be surprised if they could sustain themselves, considering how many there are.
Osmeric, you're up next.
Well, I'm going to shoot at this one
All right.
from surprise. And with my hand crossbow,
I like it.
I'm waiting for it to load up here. Thank you.
We're gonna do it.
Uh,
Oh no!
and then I'm going to run.
You have hero points. Do you want to use one?
No.
No, you save it. So you fire, and as the goblin is lunging forward, it goes past him, nicks one of them in the ear. It screams, points at it, and says, "Ah, green goblin!" And points at Osmerding.
And
And
then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Shoot. Red's there. Fuck. Oh, no. I can do that. 20. There we go.
all right, there's one F-bomb. We gotta wait for another
No,
30
we'll go
seconds
that
before we
side.
drop another fucking F-bomb. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Crap. No, I'm done. We're good. Sorry, Twitch.
Sorry.
No, I don't care.
TOS,
Sorry.
TOS.
Oh my god! Ah! No, it's fine.
Sorry.
And is anything else Osmerding?
No, I'm good.
You hear more movement from over yonder. You hear more movement from over yonder. This one moves down here. Scarlet, you're up next.
All right, so I'm going to do a little pivot maneuver and kind of like go to here and then into here. As I do so, I start to put a little spinning motion behind my scythe attack and do the cleave attack.
Oh, cleave it up. I believe.
With a 13 hit a goblin.
13 does not hit a goblin.
Hero point.
+4? Just gonna give it a +4?
Yep.
That is a hit.
All right,
You
and then
decapitate that goblin.
the cleave to the adjacent target.
That decapitates that goblin. The goblins behind seem to falter for a moment, but then all scream,
Red flesh! Red flesh! Eat the long shag brown!
No, bad goblins.
except for this goblin. He's gonna pivot around the corner. There. This goblin dog. He's gonna double move, getting to here. This red. Red, it's your turn, buddy. Sumi is angry in the corner, meowing angrily. She's hungry. She wants to get in the fight.
Meow.
I'll step right there. I don't have attacks. I'll hex slumber on that dog right there then that I got line of sight with.
I like it.
It's a 16 DC.
It fails. It falls asleep.
All right, I step back right there, and I'm done.
This goblin dog back here. This goblin back here hungrily runs down the hall. They're all kind of like getting in each other's way, but they're doing all right. So it gets up there.
It'd be really
Sumi.
nice if we had somebody who could do fireball.
All right, Scarde, just keep whacking away.
So, first off, what is this? Like,
That?
we've seen this.
You
What-
don't quite see it.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't see it, but like I'm.
That is a fire pelt cougar.
Okay. Scarde can see it.
It's a kitty kitty.
It's a redheaded, sexually frustrated 40-year-old woman.
Calm down.
Scary.
I feel like. Do you want help, Scarde? Do you want help on the front line there, or can Sumi go and have a cat fight?
Meow. Yeah.
Good.
Sumi does what Sumi does.
Sumi's gonna get to here, like intending to fight the goblins, and then see the cougar, see the other cat, and it's like territory war.
Oh, she
And
hisses, her
really-
tail goes all poofy.
Yeah, pounces over the sleeping dog and gets right up on this one and goes for a paw swipe.
I love it.
Not the munch.
Not the munch, because the paw swipes can do bleed like that.
Swing and a miss.
What?
I know.
Taste of your own medicine, I guess.
Sumi notices that this cat's fur also appears to have some sort of
Ugh.
bark-like quality.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Now let's see if it has a bleed attack. Let's see if Wolf copied my exact build.
That would be hilarious and terrible. But you hear a
Goblins! Goblins, kill them! We must defend Thistletop! Defending! Defending! All!
and this goblin screaming at Goblinoid, of course. And then he is going to do something terrible. He is
Exists.
going to. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna,
Absolutely nothing.
He's gonna throw. He's got like a flaming sword in his hand. He's gonna chuck it at Sumi. What's Sumi's touch AC?
Sumi's touch AC is 15.
All right.
Also, like around a corner, so maybe a partial cover or something.
Plus
if you
two.
want to
Plus
give it
two.
to
So
me.
plus 7. Yeah,
Okay.
plus 17. Oh!
Doesn't matter.
The flame flies out, lashing into Sumi for 8 points of fire damage.
Reduced to 7 because of their DR.
That is
So DR,
flame.
yeah.
Right.
The
All
goblin
right.
screams,
Burn, kitty! Burn! Attack! Kill! Kill!
Minus.
and another goblin
They
is
can't kill our mascot.
around the corner, rushing this way. Another goblin dog is going to round the corner, rushing over here. This goblin dog here is going to round the corner, rushing down to here. And this goblin over here is going to rush over. There's too many goblins in front of it. This one here is going to rush over it, but there's too many goblins in front of it. And we are back to the top of the round with this goblin here, who is just going to take a pot shot. Scarlet.
Now, when I
17
get
goes
covered,
wide. Goes wide. This goblin here is going to rush up and attempt to slash Scarday in the face. That is a miss. This goblin here also moves up to here, draws a bow, takes a pot shot at Scarday. He's got a +4. It goes wide. This one here is going to rush up and attempt to stab him in the face. 16 is a miss. This goblin back here is going to rush up, gets to right here. That's its double action. This goblin here is going to draw its bow, is also going to take a pot shot at Scarday. It goes wide. Weave, you're up next.
Actually only moved 20 because of my armor. I'm gonna just run action. I'm gonna full round get behind Scarday and kind of like hide behind him.
I love it.
And prepare to cast some spells maybe.
I love it. This goblin here is going to run up, provoking an attack of opportunity from Scarday, and attempt to stab him if he doesn't die. It gets its head chopped off. That is a dead goblin.
I'll like bring the scythe up and he runs straight into it.
This goblin here is going to take the place of the goblin that he just ran past.
And
Or
provoke from me again.
Do you have combat reflexes?
I can do. Yes, I
Okay,
do.
go for it.
Oh no, I don't. Never mind.
All
No, I
right.
don't.
21?
21 against me.
Yes.
Yes, it hits me only because of the cleave penalty.
That is 5 points of damage.
As he hits me, I will, as immediate action, attack him back with
Ooh.
Counter Strike.
Do it up.
Not to be confused with the video game.
14 is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Wait. 1 second. I think I get a bonus with Counter Strike. Let me check.
I love it. I hope you do.
Counter Strike.
Let's go.
I get a bonus equal to a third of my occultist level, rounded down, minimum 1.
So 15?
Yes.
We're gonna miss. I feel like you
Dang
just missed it. Just missed it. Next up is this goblin here, who's having trouble, but does manage to pivot around and get to here. Looks at Weave, looks at Scarday,
Elf ears! Don't see among goblins!
and is going to swing at you with its rusty sword. And survey says 21. Manages to
Yeah.
connect for 7 points of damage. The fire pelt kitty cat looks at Sumi. There is this. You've heard cat fights outside. It is bad. Just horrible noises. And it's going to full attack damage. 25. With
The hit?
Possible crit miss. Confirm crit miss with the claw. And a miss. I think?
Miss.
That is a
Yep.
miss. So only gets the bite attack in, and we got to go ahead and draw its critical miss attack.
Critical.
That is a natural attack. Your attack hits the target, but the target may start a grapple against you for free.
Grappling in Pathfinder is such a pain.
Does she want to grapple or not?
No.
Fair enough.
Because then I also have the grappled condition.
That is correct.
And
so
it's
that's
just
gonna hit a
like-
bite. So 1d6
Yeah.
plus 1d4. All right, so you're getting 1d6 plus 3. So first attack is 4, and then 1d3 plus 3 and 5. 4 and 5 damage. And I got to go ahead and not roll the bleed because I didn't copy your build. That'd be terrible. But with that being said, that's Meridian. You're up next.
3 and 4.
Okay, I'm gonna 5 foot this way and shoot this one right here, and firing into the melee.
That is a hit.
25.
That
Yeah.
goblin goes down.
So that's
Arrow
10 points.
Right to the brain pan. That goblin is defeated. Next up is this goblin back here. He's going to try to move. Can't quite get over to here. He's going to draw a bow. Takes a pot shot. Arrow goes wide. Cannot hit that kitty cat. This goblin here is going to double move. Actually, it's a single move. Gets up to there and is going to go ahead and take a quick swing at Weave. Delicious, delicious Weave.
They move 40 feet as a single move.
Yes, they do. They are quick
Ooh.
little assholes. Scarde, you're up next.
Alright, I will. Now, as a move action, I will spend 3 mental focus to give myself combat reflexes for a minute.
Ooh, go on.
And then I will standard action cleave, start with the one next to at the very bottom here.
I like it. Oh! Ah! Ah!
Nope. You might want to move Weave.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to hero point it?
No, because I'd rather save the 2 for what's arguably to come that's probably worse.
Are you sure? It might not
Yes.
be. This goblin back here is going to take a pot shot at Scarde with its bow. Swing and a miss. Goblin dog here is snoring loudly. Red, you're up next.
Yeah, we just gotta retreat. It's too many.
I'll step up here, right here, and say, Scarda, you're doing a great job. Get that one right in front. And he's gonna cast Evil Eye on that one right there. So I need a will, unless he's immune to mind affecting,
You know what?
like
These
everybody
goblins
else.
are not. These are not immune to mind
They're
affecting.
so stupid
Okay.
they're immune to it.
It's just those. What did you call them? The spawn.
Sin spawn.
Sin spawn. Don't use it on those. So I need a will save from him.
He fails.
And,
He rolled a 6.
He's got a -2 to his AC.
Oh, AC, not attack.
Yeah. So you can kill it easier.
Okay.
I'll do that on the next one.
Alright.
You're good, right? You're wearing heavy armor.
If he survives.
Do you need some healing too? How well do you look?
I
Okay.
look. If you were to measure the portions of blood I have about 17 out of 29.
Okay, I can run in behind you and do that in a second.
How's Meridian freaking out? Why is everybody running in there?
I'm done.
It's
I'm
probably
the one that fits, and I ran out.
this goblin dog here cannot quite get in. It's just growling and barking. This goblin back here is going to take a pot shot at Scarde. 15 is a miss. This goblin also takes a pot shot. 23 is a possible crit. Does not confirm.
You almost confirmed.
That is 5 damage. And
This is the
Sumi,
battle of.
you're up next.
Hmm.
Got any of that cure light wounds?
This is rough.
I'll do that on my next turn.
Get there.
Give you some cure.
There's like 20 goblins before
5,
your next
10,
turn. That's
Yeah,
the
you might not be
problem.
able to get there.
Yeah, but
Um,
they got shitty attacks though. We're good. Good. Keep cleaving away. Keep lopping
Famous
heads.
last statement.
okay. I'm going to. This is a good idea. Yeah, this is a good enough idea.
I like it.
I'm going to spend my hero point, one of my hero points,
I like it.
and I'm going to summon that spirit and put it into Sumi to give her the extra DR,
Love it.
if you would allow it.
Love it. Oh yeah, so from the ground, you actually can feel that there is a ley line passing right underneath her. So I like how you've described it in the past. Like you reach down, maybe stab your staff into the ground, and like this power surges along the ground. It actually like crackles up. And go ahead and roll a d12 for me really quick.
Okay. 2.
All right, so this goblin dog right here takes some damage but doesn't wake up. It's like the ground kind of like crackles underneath it. It's pretty sweet. And then Sumi now has that DR.
Yeah, so, and then I'm going to have Sumi just withdraw action, so not provoking attacks of opportunities from these guys, but will be provoking attacks of opportunities purposefully from every other goblin over here as it
Except
just
for the
runs
one
away.
north of me.
Love it.
Yeah, except for the one north.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
There should be one more.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
because 4 goblins.
Swing and a miss.
Okay. Didn't even need the DR.
Run, run, silly dog, run, run.
This one's gonna move.
I'm gonna have
here.
Sumi kind of hold the line there.
And I need you guys to do me a favor.
No.
Because some craziness is about to happen that you may not like. But I need all of you to please give me
Nice effect.
reflex saves.
Oh man, the one that I'm the best at.
As the brambles, and the grass, and the trees around you begin to grapple towards you.
That definitely looks like a stinking cloud.
I definitely thought it was poison.
DC on this is 14.
Ah, good. Both me and my cat fail.
That sucks.
Yeah, you don't need to move anyways.
You and your kitty cat are now currently entangled by the brambles and the briar, and it is grabbing. But simultaneously, all of the goblins around you in this area are also grappled and entangled. And the goblin druid off to the right is cackling evilly. Everyone that has failed their reflex save takes
What is this, burning entanglement?
takes 5 points of slashing damage as the brambles and the briars cut into you.
Ow.
Not
Damage
great.
reduction. Sumi takes no damage.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
All right. Next up is this goblin over here, who is not entangled. Thank God for him. And he is like,
Freeze, alive!
this goblin dog here is barking angrily. This one is barking angrily. This goblin tries to shoot into the nettles, but is likely going to miss. That is a crit miss.
Just impales his
That
friend.
is a confirmed crit miss. And so he's
Can't
going to
see.
shoot one of his friends in the back, because I think that's funny. 6 damage. He kills the goblin in front of him. Hilarious. And next up is this goblin, who is also going to shoot into the brambles. Swing and a miss. This goblin here is entangled, but is going to try to slash at Scarday. 19?
Nope,
Swing and a miss.
I'm not entangled.
This goblin here, also entangled, is going to try to shoot. Swing and a miss. This goblin here is going to slash at Scarday. Crit miss. And this goblin is just like crushed by the brambles and the entanglement in front of him. This goblin back here tries to shoot. Shot goes wide. Weave, you are entangled. The brambles are cutting into you. What do you do?
Yeesh, my dudes. I burned all those guys' attack of opportunity. I still need to make a concentration attack because I'm in bramble and I'm in the entanglement. In entangled, you have to do a concentration attack for spells.
You also take ongoing damage from the spell.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get out of here, but I can't. You can't do run action, so I might as well cast a spell and then just move half my movement trying to get out. I will. I wish. Can you move Scarday to the front? Maybe I can't. No. Can you move Scarday to the front so I can see his health bar better?
Yeah.
I'm like half.
Okay. Sumi has the damage reduction, so I think she has a better chance of being okay here. So I will cast Cure Light Wounds on you. And I use my place magic, so that's actually 12. I forgot to click that buff. So 12 HP back.
Nice.
And then I will I can only move 10 feet, so I'm just gonna...
Just struggling through the brambles, struggling through the thorns.
See, this is why I was okay with you cutting the brambles.
11 attack on Scarday. This one here, stuck in the brambles, tries to shoot. Shot goes wide. The fire pelt cougar waits patiently. This goblin dog gets killed. Osmerding, you're up next. You're actually not entangled, Osmerding. You made the save.
Everyone made the save except for my 2 characters.
Trying to see if I can hit this guy here
Yeah.
without.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be tough. It's a tough shot, but you can shoot. That is a crit. You killed him dead.
4.
Super dead.
All right,
Anything else?
that'll work.
You want to move
then
out of the
I'm
entangle
going-
effect?
Then I'm going to 5 foot back this way a little bit. Give these guys some room.
This goblin here is waiting. Scarday, you're up next.
Alright, let's see if I waste my entire attack with the cleave again.
I believe.
The one in front of you has a -2 to its AC. so
Yeah, I'll do that one.
That is a hit. You decapitate
then-
it. That is a hit. You decapitate it. 2 dead goblins. Absolutely
Wow.
fantastic.
I'll 5-foot step to here. Or no, to here.
Can't 5-foot step. You are in an entangled, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
that first one that you hit is like grabbing at its head as there's like pain.
I'll just move then
Oh yeah.
5 feet.
It was like,
The eye! The eye! I can see it! No!
just screaming and shrieking.
I'll just take a move action to go 5 feet.
Beautiful. This goblin here will attempt to take a pot shot. Swing and a miss. Red, you're up next.
If I move out of this, do I know that these guys are like over here? Can I hear them or anything?
You can hear them through the brambles, yes.
Can I see anything at all from here if I
Too
come over
thick.
here?
Too thick. Cannot.
Okay, so I can't attack or do anything through there then. Okay. I'm not sure
If you
what
had
I
an
can do then.
area effect spell that.
The
could
thing
scale.
is, I can't. I kind of do, but I can't see them though, so it doesn't matter.
If you know roughly where they are, you can try.
What were you thinking of doing, Cord? Talk to us.
Yeah.
The only thing I could do is the swarm of spiders again, which I mean they would be able to go through the brambles.
They would absolutely be able to go through the
Yeah.
brambles, and they would head in the direction that you commanded them to go.
Okay.
So
If you don't think that's too meta,
I don't think
then-
that's too
No.
bad at all. I think that's fucking
No,
That's
awesome.
cool. That's
good.
creative, man.
This is very
Go for it.
creative.
All right. So I'll, instead of going through all that nastiness, I'll come around here
Okay.
and kind of lurk over here towards these bushes, hearing all these goblin dogs and this goblin over there making all his noise.
Perfect.
And I will start vomiting out this swarm of spiders in front of me,
Love
and
it.
then it'll start moving forward until it encompasses as many of those as possible.
Absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna make this big. You hear goblins shrieking. You hear a cat sounding very upset about its life.
It has a 20-foot move speed and a climb speed of 20.
And
as
go ahead
well.
and roll a d6, and I'm gonna make some will saves. Or fort saves, excuse me.
All right, let's see if I can roll more than half this die. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, crap. There we go.
Oh, damn! Damn! Goblin dog gets eaten by spiders. The firebelt cougar is not happy, but does make its fort save. Oh!
I just start
the
hearing-
fire pelt cougar is nauseated. Oh no!
I've seen this one before.
I know how this.
It really is anti-Sumi and Weave.
Yeah, it really is anti-cat. It really is. That one is good
So
on that.
what is it? What do I hear over there? I'm just like I have my ear to all the
You
to
hear
all
a
the
cat
bramble and everything.
hissing. You hear a goblin screaming. Just freaking out. It's working.
Okay.
The little spider.
That's end of
on
my
your
turn, I
little
guess.
spider on your cheek with one of its little like legs just ever so slightly like drags it across your cheek, kind of lovingly.
I'll hang
wants
out
to
there until the end of my
play?
turn. I'm done.
This goblin dog here is barking. This goblin here attempts to take a pot shot. It's ready. It feels... Oh! Possible crit on Scarde. Does not confirm, but that
It
is...
only can hit because the nat 20.
You're not wrong.
Because a 21 would miss anyways.
8 damage. Holy shit. Solid blow. This goblin back here also takes a pot shot. Sumi is up next.
I'm just gonna try and get Sumi out of these brambles.
Brambles?
They can move half. They're easy. They can easily get out of here.
I like it.
I was just gonna chill over here.
Grog marks.
Backwoods! Back brambles! Stop it! Kill them!
The brambles suddenly stop being animated as he dismisses the spell. And with that,
Sumi, come back!
he moves over here, sees Scarde. Scarde, what's your touch AC?
Not bad. It's a 13.
Does a spider swarm get a attack of opportunity?
Shit!
No?
It does not.
I don't know how that worked.
Oh, shit! He just crit you!
Rolled a triple confirm.
That is a...
I explode.
I'm curious. Okay, I was gonna say, it was another 20. I'd have been like, and Scarde's dead. So there it is. No.
I mean, I might die from this if, considering it's a spell critting.
That is true. That is true. Let me look up something. I don't give the NPCs critical hit cards because that would be a real dick move. But you're just gonna take ×2 damage. And you take a whopping 25 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh
I'm,
shit!
Didn't I
I am-
heal you?
You did, and I kept getting hit over and over again.
So a gout of flame launches forward from this goblin. He's screaming,
Yay, Longshank!
and this gout of flame strikes you in the side, burning away half of your face, melting some of your hair. You smell burnt flesh and burnt hair, and Scarde drops to the ground in a smoldering heap.
No.
Yikes.
Yes! Kill them all! Cooked Longshank!
This goblin back here is going to move up.
Spiders!
This goblin dog here is barking at the spiders. This goblin back here moves up, rushing towards me. This goblin rushes up, seeing cooked Longshank. This goblin here sees cooked Longshank. This goblin here is going to move up, and it's going to go ahead.
I am not dead, by the way.
Possible crit on Weave. Holy fuckballs. 13
Did you not?
confirm.
Did you leave me alone?
I could. 5
Not-
points of damage as it slashes into Weave.
Not dead, but cooked.
This goblin here moves up. Looks like delicious Weave. You're up next.
Oh. It's not looking good, boys. I don't know if you've noticed.
It's not looking great. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
I'm pretty
Let me look at my
confident
Let me look at my
Scarde
spells
is
again.
gonna die.
You
Hold
gotta
on,
be all
hold
Harvey
on.
dented up.
Hold on.
I think you have a scroll of burning hands.
Also,
I don't.
flaming sphere.
Also,
I have Flaming Sphere, which I was going to summon, but
Yeah. 2 plus 10 is pretty brutal at level 3.
it was a dick move.
Crits, man.
I'm just gonna have Weave withdraw action behind Sumi. Just get out of there for now. And that'll be everything for her.
Delicious cooked Longshank. This fire pelt is hawking up a hairball this round. Osmeridan, you're up next. Give me a will save, Osmeridan.
No, I
Dude.
know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Do you see red?
I have entangle.
Go on.
From my Fey heritage,
I
not
love
the regular gnome heritage, but
I
my Fey
love it.
heritage.
I love it.
And I would like to put it where the 40 feet stops right
Backline?
here.
Okay.
That's the end of it. So it's
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I'm going to guess right about here
Okay.
and get everybody.
Are you
In that?
including Scarday in this?
I'm going to have to because he's kind of stuck there.
Okay.
But I don't think, because I can't see anywhere else. I mean, the only other place I could put it would be like right here. And that's still, going to get him because it's 40 foot wide. So I'm just trying to get,
If you place it like that,
yeah, but can I see this spot? Can I see there?
technically no.
That's why I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So you'd have to kind of do like one of those.
So I have
If you
to put
do
it
that,
like,
we can't move into there, right?
You can.
No, but you can. You just gotta roll
Save?
to save.
Man, that sucks.
And there's no 5-foot steps, but that also limits them from moving.
Yeah, but we have to get in there and get him out of there.
What is
Yeah.
what is your DC on that?
It is right there, 13.
13.
Man.
So that was the only thing I could think of doing because I gotta stop everybody from moving.
Not a bad idea. Let me make some saves.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
1 minute.
Per level?
No, just 1 minute.
Well, normally it's 1 minute per
This is
level.
a
but-
spell-like ability, so don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
me,
my,
Tony.
oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Spend a hero point to make them all fail. Jeez.
I'd allow it. If you want to spend a hero point to make them all fail, I'll allow it.
Mm.
It's
All right,
holy.
hold on.
If you want to spend a hero point to make them all fail and have it ignore Scarday, I'm cool with it. I
Yeah,
will
I'll
accept
do
this.
that.
Alright, done. These goblins are all entangled. They're taking damage. You hear a couple of the goblins as the brambles strike them. They appear to drop. You're not sure how many, but they appear to drop.
Unfortunately, that's gonna start hurting him.
Red, you're up next.
Did you skip me?
Scarday, make a fort save. No, con check. Make a con check.
I am stable.
Damn, you're stable. That's good. That is good.
Until a goblin decides, yummy.
Long shank flesh. Goblin dog here is entangled. He's gonna try to break free. You can do it. Come on, baby. Yes! It breaks free. It's gonna move half speed. Over to here. This goblin is gonna attempt to break free. Does not. Jimmy, you're up next. You're a kitty.
Assuming just try and.
I haven't gone yet.
yeah,
Red,
Red
you're
hasn't.
actually up next because I skipped over you because I'm a piece of shit. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start moving over. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mhm.
And man, so if so it's just a rules question because I'm trying to learn Pathfinder. If we're able to get Scarday up out of unconsciousness, right, to positive hit points, can you, I guess, as an action on your turn, you can kind of can you like disengage, I guess, or something to get
Yeah.
out of there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Mm.
all right, so I can see him from here.
May I
assume.
offer a suggestion, Cord?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a burning hand scroll. It's a
Mhm.
15
Well, I was-
foot cone.
yeah, that's why I'm
There is
standing where I'm at.
Yeah, there's a group of them in front of you. Not a bad use of that spell.
Yeah, that's my plan right now. But I still need to get in there, and then getting in there is going to be a pain in the ass with what is now there for a minute now, right? Right, Patrick?
It should be a minute.
Should be a minute, unless can you let it go
He can
early? I guess.
dispel
if
it.
you want-
That's
On his
that's
turn.
up to his. That's
Okay.
up to the
Yeah,
DM.
you can dispel it on
All
your
right.
turn.
All right. Well, just asking questions to make a plan to try to save our town guard. Yeah. So I will cast Burning Hands with this scroll. So I pop this scroll out. It comes out from me, right, and goes in a cone shape, I believe. Let me
15 foot
pull up
cone.
that. 15.
I actually need to check something because I actually just might be dead. I have to check how my mental focus stuff works.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have to see if it goes away if I go unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have to step one more in there, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Which is this square where I'm sitting at?
Go
is
back
that,
to where you were. Go back to where you were.
You want to
Right
be
there?
right there.
Oh, 15?
Yep.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15. Well, I'm looking at the squares in front of me. There's the square in front of me, 5, 10, 15. This guy right there is in 20 foot, isn't he?
Yeah, you can't get this guy, but you can get.
Trying to get that guy as well. I think I have to step one more square
Yeah, you
forward
have to be
get
one
that guy.
square forward.
All right, so I'll step right there. Is that inside the tanglement?
No, that is on
Right
the
at
edge of it.
edge.
Okay, then I will go right there and cast, pull the scroll out and start quickly reading it. Burning Hands, you said, right? Which is 15 foot, and it is,
If
so
you
this is going to be
angle it
3D,
ever so slightly, you could get all of them. Yeah, you can get all of them.
3d4.
3d4 damage.
Man, that could be really shitty or really good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's do roll 3d4 plus 0. Here we go. Cross your fingers. Potato, are you dead over there or not? You still figuring it out?
I'm seeing if
Maybe.
there anywhere in my thing is.
All right. Well, doing it anyway. I don't know that you're dead or not dead. Bam.
Oh, nicely done. All right, let me make some
9.
reflex saves here. Fail. 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 And oh, save. The goblin on the end saves. It only takes half damage, but the first 3 are all burnt to a literal crisp. And the 3 goblins in front of you drop. This one only takes half damage, but looks to be on his last goblin leg. And
All right, and my turn's done.
your turn is done. Sumi is up next.
The spider
oh
swarm.
yeah, they would move over here.
Well, technically, I'm not going to cheat. It only goes forward, so it would go forward. It wouldn't go
It would
forward
move
to
towards
left.
the closest target. It would do that. That's what swarms do. They go for the
Okay.
closest target.
Okay. Then roll a d6 for those.
Roll it up.
2. Man, twos. 2 points of damage.
Fire
but,
Pelt Cougar is now poisoned.
Yep.
Fire Pelt
And
Cougar is not
distracted.
nauseated. Goblin Dog is not
Whoa.
poisoned. Not
Not
distracted.
distracted.
But how much damage was that? 2? They're both still up. They're both still up, but they're not happy. Not happy. Next up is Grogmert. Grogmert is entangled.
Oh, next up is Sumi.
Sumi! Sumi's turn. Sumi. She's a kitty. Go ahead, Sumi.
Sumi, with her movement, gets all the way up to Scarday.
Into the bramble thorns, the entangle.
Into the bramble, even with the, yeah.
I
Reflex
have
save.
found the answer.
Reflex save.
Are you alive, Finance?
If she wants to make a check, she can figure that out.
Sumi is not entangled.
Well, I sure hope he's alive. Sumi has been trained in the ancient art of bringing people to life. She reaches back on, like, she has these little pouches. She reaches back and pulls a little bottle out with her teeth and puts the bottle up to your mouth and gives you a health potion.
Nothing happens.
Great.
Oh!
What a waste of that potion.
Oh,
If she could,
no!
if she looked, you could see if I wasn't breathing.
It's
or
a
not.
cat. Like, it doesn't know.
I'm surprised that she can administer health potions.
Yeah, like, that's the training. That's where all
Without
the
her-
intelligence
Oh,
went.
no!
I had to
Opposable
check
thumbs.
to make sure mental focus powers kept going or not if I'm unconscious.
So how does that kill you? Because you're only at -8. I'm curious.
I go down to -11 because I had mental focus increasing my constitution.
What's your con?
My con is now down to 10.
Oh
Mhm.
no! Oh no! Oh! I think we just had our first death. That is horrible. That is horrible. So Sumi realizes that Scarday is dead. Toasted.
Ow.
Scarday, did you have 2 hero points left?
No,
You only had 1?
I only had the one.
Shoot.
I used them a lot.
can't even save yourself. That is unfortunate. So Scarday lies unconscious and dead.
I'm dead, not unconscious.
Well, he's unconscious too. He's just super
Very,
unconscious.
very unconscious.
That's very dead. Unfortunately, that hurts. But
My poor health potion.
Grogmart's turn. Grogmart sees a cat, but Grogmart is currently in the brambles. Grogmart is going to try to get out. Grogmart fails and is still stuck in place. This goblin dog is also stuck in place and is going to try to get out. It fails. This goblin here is also stuck in place. He doesn't try to get out, but starts gnawing on Scarday's shoulder.
Oh.
This goblin here starts gnawing on his thigh.
You take a point of damage.
This goblin here
2 points of
starts
damage.
gnawing on his hand.
3 points of damage.
Weave, you're up next.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing loaded. I'm just gonna. Man. I can't do. I have so little HP. I can't even risk poking my head around. So I'm literally just gonna hold action. If it looks really bad, I'm just gonna flee. So
Goblin
That's
here starts gnawing on his other arm. This fire pelt cougar zips out, tries to get through, does have to make a reflex save though. Fails and stops right where it is, still inside the spider swarm. Osmerding, you're up next.
I step
Red
up.
and Oz probably could have seen Sumi administer the health potion and it
Just
not
dribbled out of his mouth and
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
I got a line of sight on him.
Yeah, you do.
So you know I'm there.
He does not. You're hiding behind red.
Okay, here we go.
Jump on my shoulders.
14 flat-footed
No,
is a hit
15.
for 7 damage. It strikes him
No.
in the gut.
Well, oh, yeah, it's a sneak attack. That's right. That's striking size of 15. It's like, yeah.
Scarday, you see a bright white light, and you hear the voices of your ancestors calling towards you. Come home. It is time to rest.
Put the shield down.
I didn't have a shield.
Red, you're up next.
Oh man. We're still fighting. Okay, I had another plan, but now Osmerding
You
changed
can
that.
do what
All right.
you want to do.
No, I'm good. I'm still. I got plenty of hit points. I'm not in Bramble. I guess. All right. Good job, little one. I'll try that too. And I pull the crossbow out. Do I do that?
Hexing, put him to sleep.
I could try that. I'm not sure what that's gonna do though. You
It's
gonna run
probably
in there?
Yeah.
Do I do that? All right, I'll roll. Now I'm conflicted. Now I'm just gonna shoot him. That was my idea. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
His will saves are probably pretty high because he's probably a druid.
Yeah, he's a caster, right? So no, I'm gonna shoot him. I was inspired by Osmerding. So crossbow ranged. Let's see how this goes.
Point blank.
15.
That'll hit.
All right, nice. So that is heavy crossbow. Come on, high numbers.
4 damage.
4 points of damage.
Crossbow bolt strikes him in the
Boom.
gut, and he shrieks.
Ah, got him too.
This goblin back here is crushed by the brambles. Sumi's turn.
Sumi's just gonna rip and tear, and if I get a kill, I'm just gonna move the next attack onto a different creature. Rip and tear.
Kill. Kill.
And then I can't 5 footstep in the. Yeah, that was a full round attack. All right, that's Sumi's turn.
Grogbert is going to attempt to break free of these brambles.
I don't know if my spiders
He
did
succeeds!
that round.
And he actually begins to retreat. Also, your spiders get to attack again.
How many rounds were they out? I need to
This
count.
is your 3rd round. So this is your last round.
All right, so it was 3 rounds. It's 1 per level. So that I guess this would be the last round that they attack
D6,
the
roll it up.
4.
Goblin dog dies. The kitty cat is not happy.
And then 2 saves, I guess. Off
This
the
goblin
attack.
here, still trapped in the brambles, continues gnawing on Scarday, but the brambles slowly kill it. This goblin here, the same thing happens to it. There is a horrific, like, amalgamation of, like, goblin guts and faces and blood, all, like, and, like, half-eaten Scarday on the ground. It's
It's the Goblin Slayer when you need him.
horrible.
I'll turn off the
You turn it off?
entangle.
The entangle dissipates. And as the dust settles, the fire pelt and the goblin, you hear them running off away.
Nah, boy. Sumi is chasing. Sumi might not be able to catch the fire pelt because they're probably equally fast, but she is catching the goblin.
Excellent. So she, and for simplicity's sake, the goblin is almost dead. Go ahead and have Sumi roll just a full attack action.
Rip and tear.
14 is a 21's a hit, and that will down him. And once he is down and killed, the fire pelt cougar is no longer an animal companion. It hisses at Sumi and then leaps off, disappearing into the forest.
Ooh, free
I was
cat.
gonna say I was gonna chase after.
Upgrade.
I was gonna chase after the goblin, but it went down.
Oh,
Yeesh.
Scarday.
Scarday is very dead and slightly burned and gnawed on. Let's do this.
I'm not completely aware, so I come over and I put both my hands on Skarday's chest, and like spiders start falling out all over the place out of my sleeves,
It's not
and
gonna work.
I do a
Red.
healing on him.
Red. It's not gonna work.
I say it's his. He gets a chance once every day. Everybody does. There's no waste here. And I'd cast his turn of healing per day on him.
The
Nothing
wounds
happens.
look like they're trying to stitch up, but instead the spiders just swarm over him like carrion. It is nothing happens.
I just tap into the ley lines real quick and heal myself. For 9. Because
look
I'm
down.
very-
Osmerdine, I'm just a shopkeeper. I don't even have a shop anymore. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here.
You do notice in my bag a weapon that you've never seen me use, and to be honest, you never noticed it in my bag until today. It looks like a crossbow.
Fine elven crossbow.
Oh,
Like brand new.
Weave comes in, she sees Red just kind of slouched over. He looks defeated.
Well, we're not going to leave him here.
yeah.
We need to signal to Shalelu that this has failed and that we're retreating. I have a whistle. If anyone has any better ideas,
Yeah.
I'm
we
willing
need
to hear them.
We need to go. I was gonna say, just we're standing here looking at these pieces of you, and I can't believe that they are really off of you. Those stinking goblins.
Do we
And,
have
I didn't even have time to grab the goblin ears. So
Are we
if
gonna
gotta
have a
beat 'em,
problem carrying him out of here?
I'm gonna load. No, I'll load
I can-
Scarday on the back of Sydney. We'll be
We'll
fine.
grab a.
I can create a
We got a
solution,
horse.
but
We do have all the
You're gonna have to,
ponies.
'cause I can't
Oh
pick
my
him up.
god.
I can't pick him up.
You could probably pick up something that was like pulled off me, but
And as you guys pull
Dragging.
Scarday from the thorns and make it retreat, you do find Shalelu. She is looking winded. She has a couple cuts and scrapes, her face says, "What are you doing here?" And then she sees Scarday on the back of Sumi. And instead of saying anything, she just shakes her head and looks incredibly guilty. I'm sorry. I should have just come with you. I could have done.
Yeah. He charged on in. He charged in, and he didn't fit. He was making himself fit, and they all attacked at once.
On the body of Grogmert, you do find.
I go over to him and I start dragging him. I'll collect everything.
Find these things.
Wand of produce. Oh, produce flame. I was like, produce? Well, like it summons bananas? What are we?
Some bananas, some broccoli.
Celery, rutabaga.
And now the true question. The true question is you all return to town slightly defeated and one party member down. Finance Potato. Do you all wish to pay for some sort of resurrection on Scarday? Or
As a third level party, can we even
How much
afford a
gold is that?
resurrection? Yeah.
maybe,
5,000 gold.
maybe.
And
Nah, we have
you know,
we have like 100 gold each.
Or
like,
Scarday. Would you like to, well, Finance, I should say, would you like to build a new character?
That's fine with me. But I have one thing.
Yes.
Did you, Red, did you do anything with the crossbow? Like, did you look at it or anything?
That I'm role playing this as Red. I'm not. The least of my worries is what weapons you have on you. I'm not. Weapons don't help me. I'm not a fighter. Like I told Les Merding, I'm a shopkeeper without a shop.
Okay.
In fact, when everybody walks out, you don't even see Red walk out. He goes and takes everything off this guy, and he kind of is.
If we want to, I know you said you're fine making a new character Scarday, but if you want, we recently acquired these 2 flowers that are worth just a stupid amount of money. Just a stupid amount. And I actually felt bad. Like I was gonna talk to Wolf after the session and be like, these things are worth like 4,000 gold each.
Yeah,
We
it's
really
great.
shouldn't have
That's
these.
fine.
If we wanted to trade those lotuses in for Revive, maybe, if you want Scarday. But if you want to make a new character, totally down with that. But that's a good way to get rid of the really valuable flowers that we shouldn't have.
I don't even think even selling those we wouldn't have enough either.
You know what? I would as GM, I would GM Fiat Handwave work if you want Scarday back.
Yeah.
On one hand, we shouldn't have those flowers to begin with.
Should not. I was absolutely after the session gonna be like, I need like death knells or something. Like these are
GM said you got them.
We are a level 3 party. We cannot have these flowers.
Fine.
Death is a thing that should happen.
Death is a
I
thing
would
that
say,
should
yeah, I would let Potato think about it for the week till next session. If he decides that we don't continue with Scarday, then we have more to fight for, right?
Yeah. Keep me posted. Keep me posted. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, because death is a part of the game. And as you all return to town, Scarday is laid to rest in the cathedral. Father Xantus looks just beside himself. Scarday's father is alerted. The wails of a father who has lost his son are cries that no one should ever hear. They are terrible. But with that in mind, we're actually going to end today's session. But you will get some experience points. Everyone will gain an additional 1,042 experience points for that encounter.
Hey,
pushes
we're
us
level
over.
4.
You will be level 4, which is
You
good.
said 1,000 what?
1,050 for some phenomenal role playing. I'm going to give everyone an additional 150 as well. And for Scarday, but only Scarday. So if you make a new character, you don't get it. You only get an additional 5 experience points.
Wow.
Oh, that puts me at level 20.
Yeah, let's go.
He comes back to
But
life
to everyone that
for
stopped
Charlie.
in and watched, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. This was a wild session. Things got a little crazy. I did get to kill a character, which always feels good. You know, gotta get that taste. No, it's that was shitty. That was a shitty crit, man. That was like max damage on that roll too.
Yeah.
like that was shitty.
It was like a 6 and a 5 or something.
yeah,
or,
it was
or an
bad.
8 and a 7.
It was bad.
So, I don't know what you guys are doing with the crossbow, but eventually somebody will find it or look at it, and there's a note on it for Red.
What does it say?
It says, in pretty neat handwriting, Red, this is a gift to you for putting up with the bad things said about you by most of the town. I believe there was good in you.
Aw.
Oh,
And it's a masterwork heavy crossbow with your name engraved on it.
I have changed finance potato to finance potato 4 question marks because we don't know who it will be next week. So there you go. But everyone, I want to say thank you so much for stopping in. I had a blast. You'll see these fine gentlemen back here next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Darewolf Gaming 88 on Twitch. You can also check out the VOD if you didn't catch the whole show over on my YouTube page, as well as on the VODs on Twitch. But in the meantime, be well, be safe, happy gaming, and look for Thistletop Round 2 or Thistletop Redux next Saturday. Goodbye, everybody.